Hey guys, Sonic10 here. Today I'm posting a mega cut of both of my Boogie videos, as the last one got age restricted just as soon as it was gaining traction. So I've done some editing to try and fix it up and decided to combine it with the fake cancer video. Apologies, it's just a repost today, but I'm working on some new stuff that should hopefully be up soon. Back in the mid-2010s, one of the most popular YouTube creators was a lovable fat guy by the name of Boogie2988. However, as the decade came to an end, that would quickly change, as his pathological lying and his self-destructive attitude would slowly come to light, and his YouTube career completely crumbled around him. By 2019, after going through a divorce and failed weight loss journey, Boogie would become mentally unwell, with his life falling into deep despair, telling anyone who would listen that he would be offing himself. Boogie would spend all day on Twitter responding to people's criticism of him, and he became a prime target for trolling, where he would give the exact reactions that people were looking to provoke from him. However, by 2020, this thing would go to a whole new level, when notorious troll Frank Hassel would launch a multi-month-long trolling campaign on Boogie that resulted in one of the most chaotic and infamous events in YouTube history. My name is Sonic10, and this is the Boogie2988 vs Frank Hassel standoff.
Boogie, I am going to be there, and we're going to see each other. You're not going to know when it's coming, but it's going to happen.
If he sets foot on my property, I made it very clear. He goes home back.
Frank, is it true that you believe that Boogie took down your YouTube channel?
Yes.
I don't care if I die as long as you do.
I gotta take some responsibility here. Boogie's not in the right state of mind.
I have no problem you if you come here.
Open fire! Open fire!
I'm asking you to leave, man. Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this.
In the year of 2020, a washed-up Boogie2988 was struggling to get by. His YouTube career was basically dead, and he was considered a joke within the online community.
Last 2 years, I've gone through a tremendous amount of stuff. Changing my body, gastric bypass surgery, changing my life, my support structure by going through a divorce, watching my career fail around me, sticking my foot in my mouth time and time again, and that making mainstream news, getting attacked from all different corners of the internet constantly.
As you can see, Boogie loves to victimize himself, and this makes him a very easy target for trolls to take his exaggerations and lies to use against him, and they did so on Twitter and various snark Reddits. But someone caught Boogie's eye that had the potential to do some serious damage.
You dropped your dogs.
Introducing Frank Hassel, a notorious troll known for his trademark hassling technique.
I got my start on the internet, like pissing people off online.
Hassling.
Yeah, hassling, just finding people that would get really mad at basically nothing and just, agitating them. And then I took it to grocery stores, Targets, Walmarts, parks.
Presidential candidate most deserved ahead. Rosa Parks would be a gamer if she was alive right now? You think Rosa Parks would be a gamer? Fuck off, asshole! Since you're doing some homosexual signaling, like you're wearing a brown cap, that means you like brown boys. Stop that shit. This guy's like taking my buggy and like putting my bananas and shit in the car. I didn't touch his stuff. You want to go outside, mean you can go step outside. This guy's here. He's here to meet a child. This guy's here to meet a child. You want to get pussy? I just want to get pussy, man. Look, don't fucking say that. I'm gonna get pussy, bitch. Stop! I'm gonna get pussy, man. Stop! I'm gonna get pussy, man.
Frank Hassel would stop by Boogie's stream one day, making an alt account in an attempt to fuck with Boogie. He pretended to be a Hassel fan and informed Boogie that Frank was on his way to get him. Boogie reportedly started crying after this, however, I don't think the clip of this interaction taking place exists and has only been retold by Frank and Boogie.
I went into his stream and I pretended to be a fan of mine. And I said, Frank Hassel said he's going to get you.
That's a nice
and
tactic.
He said, I don't know who that is, but I hope he doesn't get me because I'm a washed up loser. Which is true.
Boogie did a brief look at Frank Hassel's content and began to grow quite panicked over the potential threat of Frank finding him in real life. Their conversations carried over to Twitter, with DMs being released of Boogie pleading with Frank to just kill him and leave his pet dog Sammy alone.
like, so I commented on his YouTube stream, and then like an hour later, he starts DMing me saying like, "You can kill me, but don't kill my dog. You can do whatever you want to me," which is weird.
Just directly after the stream.
Yeah, directly after the
just
stream.
Just from you saying,
yes,
he's gonna come
Frank
after
Castle
you.
is coming for you.
That's how intimidating your name is, man.
He had no idea who. He didn't even know who I was. He looked me up and he saw my videos. He's like, "Oh man, this is so bad."
Frank replied to this message with, "We should make a video together, where I give you a pink belly until your stomach has friction burns." It appears that this trolling went on for a couple of months, and eventually Boogie and Frank would confront each other in an August of 2020 episode of The Kill Stream, hosted by the now absolutely degenerate Ethan Ralph, aka Ralph Mail.
Alright, now let me... Boogie, what's going on? We have you here, we have Frank Hassel. Well, maybe I should ask Frank Hassel.
Yeah, let's hear Frank's side of the show.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
hear what the this motherfucker got to say, because I'm about to tear into you, Frank. So let's let you get the first word, baby.
They begin to go over the DM conversation that they had been having, with Boogie being fearful that Frank was going to try and him, and was also worried about Frank sending him Joker gifts.
What I saw was a man who is like afraid to be helped. Like I saw clips where somebody was on his stream. Somebody was on his stream saying that I was going to go to his house and like do all this stuff to him. He's posting about how he thinks I'm going to rape him and like home invade him and stuff.
I thought that because you said in DMs you were going to ball gag me and shit, dude. Of course I thought that.
I said that you were in a mental ball gag, because you are.
Oh, okay. Well, then I misread that shit. But you're posting like Joker gifts and shit. Are you aware that when you watch Batman, the Joker's supposed to be the bad guy, not the role model, Frank? Are you aware of that? I don't know if you like pick up on shit like that.
You speak in a very submissive tone of voice, like the language that you use and the way you talk to me. It's like you want me to dominate you.
Boogie then goes right to playing the victim, bizarrely telling a story about being molested by multiple members of his family. We're gonna skip past most of this.
I didn't know you were wait, hold on.
Yeah, by me. Yeah. He's getting molested by me right now, and he got molested by somebody else before.
Yeah. So like my mom and my dad did fucked up shit to me.
Frank then declares he will be coming to Boogie's house in Arkansas.
But what I'm saying is, I love you. I care about you. I want you to have a good life.
I don't give a about you.
Yeah, right. Like at the end of the day, I don't like you. You know, I'm not gonna spend time with you. I don't want to hang out with you. Oh, I don't. I highly don't recommend that, man. I live in Arkansas. I don't know what like pussy ass blue state you're used to.
Boogie responds by saying he wouldn't even have to do anything to defend himself because all of his neighbors would rush to his defense to ensure that Frank would be dealt with.
Your fucking funeral, buddy. I won't even have to touch you. It's the neighbors that will get you. The cops. Northwest Arkansas. You post that shit in the gaming shop I own, and let me tell you what this shit that my Glenn will do to you. Go right ahead. Come bring your stick here. Let's see how that goes over.
Frank is undeterred and responds by claiming the police won't be able to un*** him.
I recommend
it. Call the cops, Boogie, but they can't. Think about that.
Nobody around here. Nobody around here.
Of course.
This is Arkansas. Ain't nobody calls the cops around here. The only time we call the cops is to come clean up the corpse. That's the only time we call the cops around here. Don't get me wrong. The cops.
Somebody's gonna have to come clean up yours, and you're gonna have been dead for like a month.
We love Boogie. No, we love Boogie.
That sounds unlikely. But go right ahead, man. I like I said in DMs, hold on, let me finish the thought and you can speak. Like I said in DMs, don't hurt my friends, don't hurt my family, don't hurt my dog. You can kill me, I don't give a
I'm gonna drop from a helicopter, bitch.
Bring it, man.
You're gonna see me coming out of the sky.
Boogie's attitude then switches, claiming he isn't actually mad and would take Frank out for a meal if he were to approach him.
Alright, well here's the fake part, buddy. I don't actually hate you. I'm not actually mad at you.
I don't give a about you at all.
I get that,
I don't care about you.
I get that, brother. I get that. And it's okay. I still care about you. Right? Like you
sound like you're trying to me or something.
Maybe, man. But listen, like the joke is you show up, man. I'm not gonna hurt you. You understand that. I'm a pacifist. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. You do whatever you want to do, Frankie. You want to come out here and play? We'll play. I don't give a man.
I will. I'm going to. It's going to happen.
Well, you know my address. It's all over that. It's all over.
It is. So, it's everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on in.
I will.
Yeah.
What will you do if Frank Hassel walks up to you in public?
Take him out to dinner, man.
He'd probably start fucking crying or call the cops. He seems like a pussy.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
You're like a professional victim, bro. You're not going to do anything.
There is a real chance.
You're going to call the manager and you're going to waddle away.
Call the manager. All right, Karen. No, motherfucker, listen, like, I'll probably take you out to dinner, and yeah, I'll probably cry. This is hard for me.
The stream then divulges into Boogie telling bizarre stories and oversharing about his life, discussing everything from the sighting of a in his local town to his homosexual experimentation in high school.
Wait, he was walking through your
Jewish
hometown?
Customers, Jewish fans, Jewish friends. I have trans customers, trans friends.
Oh,
you do not
fuck.
wear that shit in a town filled with LGBTQ, Jewish people, people of color, and it's my hometown. I'm allowed to criticize you, and I criticize them. That's my right. Thank you to the Redditors who allow me to rent space in their hearts and minds for free.
You just said that the Redditors control you.
I am
You're
a
like
washed up,
because you think about
morbidly
them all the
obese,
time.
fat in Arkansas. I shouldn't even be on your radar, man. The fact that you have taken such a liking to me is fascinating to me. But I do genuinely mean what I'm about to say. And like, I hope you will not even find a hint of sarcasm in my voice. I hope to God one day I find a way to free you. Last year I was ready to blow my.
You're a Can somebody tell this guy to shut the up, please?
Oh, that's so sad.
What the is wrong with him?
Don't say like that's not a cool. I'm not.
I mean that as a slur, and I mean it in a hateful way towards you only.
I jerked off a dude in high school once, so like it applies. I
What?
guess. Go for it, man.
You jerked off a guy who was in high
It's true.
school.
He added this on the kill stream. Yeah.
He just said, "I just jerked off a guy who was in high school."
No, I jerked off when I was in high school.
Oh,
wait.
I thought you said that.
Wait.
He was also in high school.
Wait,
yeah.
Buggy, how did this happen?
Yeah, we were both 15.
How did this happen?
I had a friend who was like bisexual, and I was asking him like, "How do you know you're bi?" He's like, "How do you know you're straight?" Here's the thing: that guy was attractive. He didn't look like a thumb with a beard like you do.
You can't talk about how people look when you weigh 400 pounds.
Yes, I can. I absolutely can.
You are the most
about
disgusting looking human being I have ever seen in my entire life.
Later in the stream, Boogie, after making a joke about having sex with Frank's mother, tries to claim that he has no bad blood. Frank doubles down on his threats. Although once again, this triggers another rant about his childhood abuse.
You know the real reason I'm fat, Frank, is because every time I your mother, she bakes me a pie. That's why, Frank. She's
Nobody
like,
say
please
anything.
Fuck.
Nobody
She's
said
like,
this.
please fuck the pain away. Please, I have such a piece of shit for a son. I thought he was going to be a doctor or a lawyer, not a failed YouTuber. Oh, yeah.
You've been so many times. This show is nothing new for you. You're used to it now.
It's okay, Frank. It's going to be all right, buddy. I love you, bud. all said, no bad blood.
This guy is weird.
Yeah, all said, no bad blood, man. I feel bad for you. It's gonna be okay, Frank.
No
It'll
bad
work out.
blood. Did you hear what just happened the last hour?
Yeah, I don't.
The
I don't
worst
mean anything.
blood. This is
I don't mean none of it.
AIDS-ridden blood.
Boogie.
I'm just playing. You guys know.
The only thing you need to think about, the only thing you need to know about is that I'm going to show up, and you're not going to win, and it's going to be the worst day of your life.
Yeah. Okay. Buddy,
it's going to be fucked up.
Motherfucker, Frank, I love you. I love you, and I respect what you're trying to say.
It's going to be worse than when you got.
You can't even get close to the worst day of my life. You can't even get fucking close.
Don't test him, Boogie. I'm scared.
Don't play these games.
I'm asking him. I'm asking him. Let's see if you can recreate the day I held my mother's hand as she died. Let's see if you can recreate that. Let's see if you can recreate the day that my dad taught me to 8 years old.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Boogie, hold on, wait. Your dad taught you to when you were 8? Wait, what?
At the end of the stream, Frank issues a firm warning to Boogie, claiming he would be coming to visit at some point in the near future.
Boogie, I am going to be there, and we're going to see each other, okay? And you're not going to know when it's coming. You're not going to know when it's coming, but it's going to happen. What if I walked up to you and I pointed at you and I screamed, "This man's here to meet a child. This man came here to meet a child"?
That's pretty funny. I mean, that's going to get you hurt probably, but yeah, because
why? You're the one who's there to meet a child, not me.
Because everybody in this town knows me, Frank. I'm famous here.
Everybody knows you, bro.
Yeah, I was locally famous before I was a YouTuber, man.
Following the stream, Boogie would send a DM to Frank saying, "Good show, man. Made a lot of people happy. See you soon." To which Frank responded with, "Shut the fuck up." Boogie would double down, stating that he felt Frank was a funny dude and that he'd enjoyed their sparring session. He was either in denial or absolutely clueless to the fact Frank was dead serious. Frank well and truly hated Boogie, and he was going to make sure that he got some of that Frank Hassel treatment. Frank would go on to claim that Boogie was attempting to have his YouTube channel removed, sharing screenshots of emails from YouTube stating he had privacy complaints. However, it would be impossible for Frank to know if Boogie was behind this. Frank's channel would then be permanently suspended on the 15th of August, and he was convinced that it was Boogie's doing. In September, Frank would make good on his promise, posting a picture to Twitter posing with a snake a part of a tourist attraction in Boogie's local town, with the implication being that they would be meeting soon.
Listen up, people. The YouTuber Boogie2988 is sitting in a closet with a sawed-off shotgun, fearing for his life. I was thinking about doing an interview with Boogie, doing an interview with Frank, and putting this up on Drumler. If you want the full story, retweet. If there's enough hype, we're gonna do it. This is wild.
Right on cue, DJ Killer Keemstar would decide to step in and set up an interview intended for an episode of Drama Alert, where the pair could freely have it out. I don't know how much I can show of this interview within TOS, but I'm gonna do my best. But if you'd like to watch this full thing, I'll link the source down below. The call begins with Boogie very anxious, issuing a firm warning for Frank to leave him alone, claiming he would end Frank if he came to his property, and denies any involvement in the termination of the Frank Hassel channel.
I am in Dixonville right now, and I am in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
All right, well, cool, man. Let me make it very clear. You should be very glad you didn't step on my property, okay? And I highly recommend you don't. It'll be the last decision you make, okay? I've played around with you. I don't know what your obsession is with me. I don't know why you think I got your YouTube channel deleted. I don't know if it's because you're mad I got your subreddit deleted. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your problem is, but I have no problem fucking you if you come here. Okay? I told you very clearly, I don't give a shit what happens to me, and that's fine. But if there's a risk for me, my dog, or my roommate, I'm gonna take self-defense caution. I'm gonna do what needs to be fucking
very
done.
over dramatic and should consider taking your anxiety medication or something.
Well, I did take my anxiety medication tonight, man. And this is, do you understand that this is what you do to people? Do you understand that this is what you're doing to me? You've picked somebody with post-traumatic stress disorder to target with this type of harassment. What the are you doing in Fayetteville, Arkansas? Why did you travel several states to pull this shit? What the is wrong?
Let's try to dissect
It's
this a little bit.
not funny to me. I'm not participating willingly in this. I've told you to leave me alone, and I will if you step foot on my property, Frank.
Frank doesn't take any of this seriously, and Boogie becomes more agitated, continuing to state that he will be ending Frank Hassel's life if he came to the Boogie household.
Do you understand? Tagging me on Twitter, telling me that you're coming to my town, telling me you're in my town, calling me a pussy, saying every couple of days there's a reckoning coming, action will be taken. Do you understand that's harassment? What is the action you're planning? What's the action you're planning, Frank? Because I know the action I'm planning. I'm sending you home in a bag. That's the action I'm planning. I'm sick of this shit, Frank. I spent the last 24 hours awake. I spent the last 24 hours in turmoil. I've spent the last 24 hours because of you, and I'm going to end this one way or the other. I suggest you leave town.
Keem steps in and tries to ask Frank why he's doing this, but it very quickly diverges back into Boogie freaking out, believing that a fan who went to Boogie's house earlier that day was something to do with Frank, and he reaffirmed his threat to end Frank's life.
Frank, name of one goddamn thing I lied about. Nobody rang my doorbell. I have footage, Frank. Nobody rang my doorbell. I have footage, Frank. Nobody rang my doorbell. I have footage, Frank.
You're seeing Boogeyman in every.
Someone rang my doorbell. I have footage, Frank.
I rule your mind right now. I live in your head rent free.
Yes, it's called harassment. I have a anxiety disorder. You're harassing someone who's mentally ill, you sick, disgusting, depraved piece of shit. And I'm going to if you keep doing it.
Are you going to cry? Yes or
no? I will never cry. Not when I bury you, I won't cry. There's no reason to cry over shit garbage like you, buddy.
Keemstar gets frustrated and tries to retake control of the interview, to which Frank begins accusing Boogie of hitting up young girls in their late teens and early 20s, and Boogie denies this.
Because you said that there was a reckoning, because you said that there was going to be damage done to me, because you
threaten me. Castle Doctrine says I can end you the moment you touch one of my blades of grass, and that's my fucking intention. You know where I live, Frank. I'm waiting. We're locked and loaded. Show the up.
You are unhinged, dude.
Yes, I am. Surprise, surprise. The guy with mental health issues, after being harassed for 3 months by your pussy ass, got a little unhinged. Who's surprised by that?
Okay, Boogie, we're going in circles here. Just everything you said at least 5 times. All right, let's try to switch the conversation here a little bit. Frank, what is your beef? What is your actual beef with Boogie? I asked this earlier, but it got cut off. What is your beef?
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily legitimate beef. You know, I've read a lot about Boogie online, and I have a personal friend who he's like victimized with his lies and his weird, almost pedophilic behavior that he engages in. It's very strange and very disturbing. He's a 45-year-old man hitting up girls in their late teens and early 20s to come to his house.
I've literally never done that, Frank. That's a lie. Why are you lying?
I'm telling the truth.
I've never done that, Frank.
You have.
Well, I mean, if he's hitting up a girl that's of age,
name a girl under the age of 25. I haven't. Name a girl under the age of 25. I've hit up. Frank, go right ahead, because you can't, because they don't exist.
I'm not
lying.
But she was 19 when we started talking, 20 by the time we started dating. I wish I'd started talking to her when she was 18. I wish I'd started talking to her when she was 17.
Kim then inquires on if Frank really believed Boogie had his YouTube channel terminated, and Frank genuinely seemed to believe it was.
Frank, is it true that you believe that Boogie took down your YouTube channel?
Yes.
Absolutely not the case, Frank. Let me ask you this.
You're a fat liar. You lie about everything.
Frank, is your video edit re-uploaded to YouTube on a different channel? Isn't it?
That happens all the time, though. That happens.
Yes, exactly. Now, wouldn't I take that channel down? Hey, Frank, if I had the power and I wanted that video buried, wouldn't I take that channel down too?
It's got like 10,000 views now, though. Nobody cares.
It doesn't matter. The point that I'm making is, if I didn't want it seen, I would have that taken down too. I didn't act on your channel. I'm not going to act on the new channel. I've never acted on a channel. I've never acted on a subreddit. You're delusional.
Kim eventually wraps up the interview.
Frank, we're gonna end it right now with you. Go ahead and say your piece.
I don't really know if I have any piece. Boogie is a fat liar with a tendency to dramatize everything and freak out and start crying and making outlandish statements. And I think it's funny as honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to leave it right there. Boogie versus Frank Hassel, and we'll keep you updated on where this story goes.
I really appreciate you, man.
But Frank and Boogie continue to fight after the show.
I'm just going to explain to you that, hey, this is hard for me. I'd like to put it behind us and making you that offer.
I don't care at all.
Why? What is wrong with you that you don't care? That you're torturing me and my roommate? Why do you think this is funny?
You're like a grown man, and you're like 50 years old, and you have a roommate.
Boogie went into detail about how he would Frank with his roommate's gun if he arrived to the Boogie household, going on to sarcastically tell Frank to show up, taunting him and calling him a pussy.
Turn loose. To bring your friends. I don't care if I die as long as you do. Come on.
I don't care if I die.
I don't. I'm a nihilist, Frank. I don't give a I don't give a I meant what I said. Don't hurt my dog. Don't hurt my roommate. I don't give a what happens to me.
You think I want to hurt anybody? It's really crazy. You are fucking.
You are hurting me, Frank. You are hurting me, Frank. This hurts.
I am doing psychic damage to you, and you are crying.
Yes, psychic damage, but I don't cry over trash like you, buddy. There's nothing you can do to me that hey, Frank. There's nothing you can do to me that ain't already been done, buddy. This is status fucking quo for me. This is status fucking quo for me. So show the up. And let me show you how I handle status quo.
Why do you keep threatening to shoot me? This is weird.
Because I'm going to you and take pleasure doing it. That's because I'm gonna take pleasure.
Shut the up. Go eat your cane.
Okay.
You need to chill, bro.
You're less than 4 miles away from me last night, pussy. You can't drive 4 miles. You can't drive 4 miles to actually.
You are unhinged.
All right,
what?
Boogie, you're kind of losing it, man. You're losing it, man. Come on.
Oh, yes, surprise. Keem, are you surprised by that?
No.
The guy who's been mentally ill this whole time is mentally ill still today.
What the is wrong with you?
I know. I'm just saying.
That's what I am.
Okay.
That's what's wrong with me.
Well,
that's what's wrong.
Boogie,
Right?
he's obviously trolling you, so stop
Yeah.
giving him a reaction.
Oh,
Saying you're gonna kill
don't
somebody
have a
who's
choice
pissing
of
you off.
action.
is so
I do
insane.
have a choice of him. So once again, this town is only 10 miles away, 10 miles apart. I'm in the middle of it. You can't be more than 5 miles from me right now, you
I'm
pussy.
like 5 minutes from you at this moment right
Then
now.
come
Piece of
here.
shit.
Come the here. Follow through.
King decided not to air the episode, as he felt it would have been bad optics, and made a Twitter video informing people that Boogie was in the midst of a mental breakdown.
Last night, I filmed an interview with Boogie2988 and Frank Castle. Frank Castle's been trolling Boogie for quite some time. Said he's going to run up to Boogie in real life, put a camera and harass him. Frank posted that he was in Boogie's town, and last night somebody rang Boogie2988's doorbell, and Boogie thought it was Frank. It wasn't Frank. Regardless, I wanted to get the two of them, because it is drama, on Drama to have a debate. And what transpired was Boogie threatening Frank like multiple times. And if I put this interview out, it's going to make Boogie look really bad. It's not going to make Frank look bad. It's going to make Boogie look really bad. So I called Boogie, got him on the phone, explained to him how bad this is going to make him look. And I wanted to get his express permission. He gave me his express permission. But I got to take some responsibility here. Boogie's not in the right state of mind. The entire interview, he is having a mental breakdown. I know that like people like H3H3 and others that are trying to deplatform me and deplatform my show will use this against me, even if it's uploaded to Storyfire, because something that you do online outside of your YouTube can still affect your YouTube channel. Those are the new rules, people. That's what we're dealing with. So it's not just really about me potentially getting banned off of YouTube or whatever, or my haters using this against me, but it's also the safety of Boogie2988. He is not in the right state of mind.
On the same night, Boogie would contact a small video essay YouTuber by the name of Nicholas Diorio, who has since shared their interaction where Boogie claims he's going to end Frank's life if he came to the home, implying he was being driven to and that it was up to Nick to tell his story if he didn't make it out of this alive.
My best move is to end him. If he comes to my home, we will. The state has castle doctrine, and I plan to defend myself, as he has threatened me publicly. If I go to jail, or if I do it, or if I die in the process, I want you to promise me that you will publicly condemn this man and make an example out of him. We need to send a clear message that doing this is not okay. Like, this guy's like, if I die tomorrow, Nick, you need to make a YouTube commentary video to make sure people remember me fondly. Nobody in our industry deserves this, not even me. Okay. I don't respect you. First thing, if you can, try and calm down, because I can tell this is really stressing you out. Yeah, 100%. If he comes to your house, that's crazy. And most people I know would 1,000,000% condemn anybody for showing up at a YouTuber's house. The way I would handle this is to lock the door and call the police. No reason anyone needs to go to jail. If he tries to go in your house, that's obviously another story, but it doesn't have to go down like that. And this is all hypothetical because I'm 99% sure he's not dumb enough to go to your house. It will go down like that. If my life can only serve one purpose, to end this level of harassment and the choices we all make to ignore it, then I'm glad to die today. If he so much as touches a blade of grass in my yard, I will him. This shit ends today, Nick.
It was clear that Frank had Boogie rattled, and he was fearful that at any moment the time could strike. So he sat prepared with his roommate's gun, ready to execute anyone who came to that front door.
For those people who are worried about me right now, don't be. I'm safe. I'm surrounded by people who love me. We can definitely take care of this if we need to. Yeah, I threatened Frank tonight, but it's after a couple of months of him threatening me every couple of days. And even in tonight's interview, he said he has proof that I'm a pedophile. He can't, because there is no proof, because I'm not a pedophile. He says he has proof that I've harassed women and friends he knows. No, he doesn't. That doesn't exist. It can't exist. There is no proof. He's a liar. I'm tired of being victimized. I'm tired of passively letting it happen. So I told Frank that if he's in town, and he is, he drove here because of me. If he said he's less than 5 minutes away from me, and I let him know that we can end this tonight. And we're excited to. So if he sets foot on my property, I made it very clear, he goes home in a body bag. I don't know if that's wrong. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know if that's going to end what's left of my YouTube career. But this isn't funny. This isn't cool. This isn't a joke. Threatening somebody, falsely accusing him, it's not okay. And if Frank shows up, I'm going to show him how not okay it is.
Frank arrived at Boogie's property the following day, knocking on the door and taunting Boogie to open fire.
Come on, you pussy, what's the deal? Where's the gun at, you fat Open fire! Open fire!
Boogie calls out from behind the door that it didn't have to go down this way, and mistakes Frank's name for Sam, possibly confusing him for Sam Hyde, who was a frequent collaborator of Hassel.
Hey Sam, this doesn't have to, Cameron, this doesn't have to go down this way, buddy.
You're a fat pussy!
Yeah.
You won't even open the door?
Oh, I will!
And then what, you're gonna You're gonna me?
I guess so, buddy. Just give me a second to get my dog wrangled.
You're a pussy, dude.
Oh, hold on. I'll show you pussy, bud.
After taking some time to ensure the safety of his dog and get the gun ready, Boogie finally opens the door, weapon in hand, warning Frank to leave.
You fat Oh my god. Is this real?
Frank was not intimidated whatsoever. He was almost certain that Boogie was never going to be man enough to pull the trigger.
Is this guy gonna me?
Yes. He's here to look at the air conditioner, Sam. Is this what I have to
You're
do? Is this what I have
Are you
to do?
gonna me in your doorway?
Yes.
Boogie once again asked Frank to leave, a request that is refused.
You're deranged.
I'm asking you to leave. This is my home. You are not welcome here. You have threatened my life. I'm asking you to leave.
Boogie was now forced to make a call. Was he going to make good on his promise? Was he about to Frank Hassel dead on his front lawn? The time to make a choice was now.
Because I'm going to fuck you and take pleasure doing it. I can fucking end you the moment you touch one of my blades of grass. I don't care if I die as long as you do. We're locked and loaded. Show the fuck up.
Is this what we have to do?
No, Boogie fired a warning shot off into the neighborhood and continued to beg.
Is this what we have to do? I'm asking you to leave. I'm asking you to leave, man. Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this.
The person behind Boogie chimes in, asking Frank to leave, and claims to be an air conditioner repairman that had been wrapped up in this intense standoff.
Can you just leave this property so I can leave?
Why's this guy got a gun?
I'm just here looking at
Because I feel threatened.
This guy's about to somebody right in front of you.
Why are you on his property?
I'll shoot to wound.
If you're gonna shoot the wound, you
No, I play you, bud. I'm asking
right
you
here,
to leave.
right here,
Okay?
right here.
Okay. I'm asking you to leave.
You pointing a gun at me?
Yes. You are on my property. You have threatened my life.
You are a fat.
Castle doctrine.
You're a fat. Castle doctrine means I get to take you inside and you.
As the standoff continued, police sirens could be heard in the background, and Frank was forced to make a quick getaway, calling Boogie the N-word as he walked off the property.
Regardless, the cops are coming.
Okay. Have a good one.
Hey, leave the property. Go.
Yourself.
What the That's the language you use?
This is not a troll. This is not a joke. Boogie2988 fired a gun at Frank Hassel.
Everybody hates it when they get trolled, harassed, or cyberbullied, but nobody hates it more than the YouTuber Boogie2988.
Stephen Williams, who goes by Boogie2988 online, said someone traveled from out of state as part of a harassment came from a rival YouTuber.
Now, from what I understand on U.S. law, warning shots are essentially universally illegal. I would expect Boogie to get a ticket here.
When you're defending like Boogie did, okay, you don't fire warning shots. Let me tell you why you don't fire warning shots. Because bullets ricochet, okay? He's firing in a suburban neighborhood. That bullet can ricochet and hit a child or another person.
Both Boogie and Frank would come out of this situation looking terrible. Boogie had ultimately proved that he was indeed a huge pussy who was not able to make good on his unhinged threats, while Frank came across as a psychopath harassing a mentally unwell man at his house. Boogie would upload a video responding to the whole situation, where he claimed it had become a criminal investigation on both him and Frank.
Hey guys, I guess I should make a video about this. I need to be very careful about what I say here because this is now a criminal investigation, but I'm currently trending on Twitter because I had a stalker come to my home today. I made it abundantly clear to him and anyone else that would listen that he was not welcome in my home, that because of his previous threats that I would pull a gun on him, and today he decided to show up, and so I did exactly that. I pulled a gun on him. And now it's up to the police to decide what happens next. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for firing a warning shot. I don't know if Frank is going to get in trouble. I don't know how this is going to play out. The point of this video is to say that this type of harassment is very real. I know it's easy to pretend that I've lied to you about this stuff, that I'm pretending when it comes to this stuff. This is a very deranged person showing up at my house today with the intention of escalating things. He's very lucky that I was able to keep my mind in check and not defend myself and instead fire a warning shot. This is why you cannot make threats of bodily harm. This is why this isn't just trolling. This is why you cannot show up at a YouTuber's house. And this is why we need to, as a community, condemn this kind of behavior. Someone definitely could have gotten hurt today.
An interesting thing to note is that Boogie's state did not have castle doctrine laws in 2020 that would have allowed him to defend his home if he felt threatened. So had he have actually shot Frank, he would have been in a way bigger world of trouble. Many were also quick to point out Boogie's household's close proximity to a middle school that presumably would have been in session at the time. However, Boogie's claimed that this was not an issue.
Now my house is over here. And yes, there's a school almost a mile away over here. That's true. But my house faces west. And if you follow what's west of my home, you'll see a bunch of empty fields. So if that bullet was going to come down anywhere, genius, it would land in the west.
Multiple months passed by while the investigation continued and a case was being built. Boogie's life would pretty much go back to normal for the time being. He was attempting to save his dying YouTube channel by jumping on many of the 2020 trends such as unboxing a PS5 and YouTuber games of Among Us. I can spot a fair few imposters in that lobby. On the 7th of May 2021, Boogie was officially charged with aggravated assault. He turned himself in on the 12th of May, once he'd returned back from a trip. He expected to be able to go down, pay the bond, and leave, but instead he was actually processed into the jail.
And that's when I started getting the real prison experience, right? Sir, you must walk with your hands behind your back. Do not speak unless spoken to. Do not move unless you ask permission. They take away all of your rights, which is what prison is, obviously. But they also take away your dignity by patting you down, by checking your crevices, by checking everything, by taking away your clothes, by making you walk around barefoot. It is a dehumanizing experience. I do not recommend it for anybody.
You might think that from Boogie's description of his time in the pen that he was there for a long period of time. But no, he was only there for 4 hours until his bail got processed. Frank Hassel would be proven innocent in the case, and announced the news in a victory speech declaring that justice would be served.
I just got off the horn with my attorney that's located in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and you want to know what they said? They said, Frank, you're free. Frank, you're innocent. Frank, the city of Fayetteville is declining to press charges and they're dropping the case against you. Which wasn't surprising to me because I always knew that justice would prevail. I always knew that the law would be on my side because I'm not a lawbreaker like the other guy who's still facing an aggravated assault charge. And as a law-abiding citizen, I always had faith in the good guys winning. I always knew that in the end, the good guys would win and justice would prevail.
This case would go on for an entire year, not being settled until March of 2022. Boogie would post a video as soon as he could, titled "My Legal Issues Are Finally Over," where he reveals what had taken place over the past year and what his fate finally was. The first 2 minutes of this video is Boogie begging for donations and attempting to sling t-shirts to recoup his legal costs.
If at any point you have felt that maybe I got wronged in this situation and you want me to just help recoup that loss, you can become a channel member here by clicking the member button down below. You can subscribe to me on Twitch for $5 a month. I do have a Patreon, though I barely use it, but you can go throw $1 at me there. Or more importantly, you can buy these meme t-shirts that I had built up. The link is going to be down below. I'll throw the link up here as well. They're pretty cool. I like these t-shirts. My t-shirts are on their way. $9 profit for each one, and the money is going to go to 2 major causes. The first of which is paying myself back for all the ridiculous amount of legal fees that I spent here, and 10% of every sale is going to Ukrainian relief.
He then rants aimlessly for 10 minutes about Frank and how he felt he could have done things differently during their confrontation.
This is a person who had been stalking me online for months, threatening me online for months. This is a person who in the middle of a pandemic got on a plane and flew from where he lives in Atlanta, Georgia, to Fayetteville, Arkansas for the sole purposes of harassing me in person and filming it for profit. That is not a good person. That's not a comedian. That's not a nice guy. And you combine that with the fact that this person told me that they were going to make sure it was the worst day of my life, worse than when I got molested. Obviously, you treat that person like the mentally ill motherfucker they are. I think anyone with a brain can agree that I should have never been put into that situation, but that doesn't mean I acted properly or perfectly in that situation. There are mistakes I made, and I want to own those mistakes. I wanted to own them that day, right? I wanted to come to Twitter and say, this is what I did wrong, this is what I should not have done, and I wasn't allowed to do that because it could have made my case far worse. My lawyer told me to shut up and lay low, and that's what I've done. But now it's over. The decision is made, the judge has signed off on it, and now I can admit all the fault I want.
He then goes on to talk about his sentencing, explaining he'd received a deferred adjudication, which means if he completed 2 years of probation, the case would be dismissed without a conviction on record.
What the judge, my lawyer, and the prosecutor have agreed to here is called deferred adjudication. And basically, it kicks this whole thing down the road for 2 years. And at the end of that 2 years, it's very likely to get 346'd and go away. It will not be part of my record. It'll just basically disappear. And that's the best possible outcome for all things considered. We could have gone to court, but there's no guarantee that you'll win in a court situation, and it would be a horribly stressful thing to deal with. It could have been more damaging to my career, more damaging to the YouTube platform, more damaging to just my sanity. Like, keep in mind, I have an anxiety disorder, and this looming over my head for the last 2 years has been my definition of a living hell. I've hated every second of it. It has affected every aspect of my life, and I'm just glad to have it be over.
In March of 2024, Boogie would finally be released off probation, with the charges being dropped. As soon as he could, Boogie made a tweet implying that he knew about something horrible Frank had done, and that he should have him when he had the chance, but refused to elaborate on what it was and would later delete it. I was also able to find a TikTok from 1 year prior where Boogie had actually alluded to the same thing.
So for those of you who don't know, a dude was harassing me online for quite some time. And then eventually I told him if he ever showed up at my front door, I would have to hurt him. And then he showed up at my front door and I pulled a weapon. And fortunately, he turned his tail and ran before I had to hurt him. But that's something I've thought about quite a bit because that person has gone on to do some horrible stuff to other people. And I've talked about it in therapy. I feel guilty for the other people he's hurt, and he's going to go on to continue to hurt many other people, and it keeps me awake at night because I feel responsible. The thing is, that day I chose not to hurt him because I didn't want to ruin the rest of my life. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to deal with legal trouble. I didn't want to ruin my life to save other people's lives, and I feel stupid and shitty and guilty for it. I really do.
At this point in his life, Boogie had gone completely broke, and was now under the command of Keemstar on a show called Lolcow Live, with the premise being to monetize the foolishness of Boogie and fellow obese YouTuber Wings of Redemption. Keemstar tried his best to press Boogie on the tweet and find out what the hell he was talking about, but Boogie still refused to elaborate any further.
So Boogie made a weird vague tweet, I don't know if it's been deleted, about Frank Hassel apparently doing something horrible, but like for the good of the internet, we'll never know what it was.
Yeah, I deleted that for a reason. It's not something I'll talk about publicly ever. Yeah.
But wait, what?
You and I can have a private conversation
Who's
about
got a
that.
screenshot? Who's got a screenshot of this? Who's got a screenshot of this tweet?
I put it in the chat.
Yeah. I said, now that I'm no longer on probation, I can speak freely. I'm aware of some of the things that Frank has done. That the internet, for good reason, will never know about. I can't speak of them publicly, and neither will the other people involved, but the world, or at least a few other people, would have been better off if I had buried his ass that day. And I do genuinely believe that, but I immediately realized the people who've confided in me would not want me saying even that, and I'm going to stay quiet after that.
But what lands in that perfect realm of like, did something demonstrably bad, but
I will
it's a
tell
good
you
thing the
privately.
internet won't find out about it.
Privately. I will tell you privately, because the person that's involved would be further hurt by me discussing this publicly. But I'll be glad to tell you.
You understand? Like this
Wait.
sounds like you're accusing him of like a crime.
Two seconds. Let me just read this, okay? Slowly, because he went through it fast. Now that I am no longer on probation, I can speak freely. I am aware of something Frank has done that the internet, for good reason, will never know about. I can't speak of them publicly, and neither will the other people involved, but the world, or at least a few people, would be better off if I buried his ass that day.
Yes. And I'll be glad to tell any of you. I'll tell any of you guys privately. But the third parties involved would not want me to speak publicly about it. It was
I bet they wouldn't want to do what you did either.
Exactly. It was a stupid lapse of judgment.
So there is an allegation against Frank Hassel that Boogie knows about.
Yes.
And now it seems like you're kind of sweeping up.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I'm going to sweep it up. I'm going to absolutely bury it because I do not want the third parties to be harassed any further.
Boogie would then go on to make a very interesting claim during this show, stating that he'd only fired a blank shot in the air during the Frank confrontation, and that he never actually had any access to real bullets, claiming to be very anti-gun.
What's the deal with the blanks? You had blanks in the gun?
Why would I have access to bullets?
Okay, so why did you get arrested? Why did you get arrested? It wasn't the whole point. Hold on. Stop talking over me. The whole point of you getting arrested is because you shot a gun, you shot a bullet that could have potentially landed on a school. The entire internet said this, and not once have you said, hey guys, I was actually shooting blanks. Why?
Because talking about it during the case was going to make it worse. I offered to show them that gun that day. They refused to look at it. After the fact,
if they had blanks or not. Honestly,
Boogie, you were live texting me during the situation. You never once mentioned blanks.
because if it gets out, it's going to make the situation worse.
How
I'm
make it
about
worse?
it
Are
now.
you telling me that you're going to kill him on your
Because the
own?
entire reason this prosecutor went after me, number one, it doesn't matter whether they're blanks or not. It's still dangerous.
How does it make the situation? Wait, how does it make?
Talking about pulling the gun on yourself. Are you going to shoot yourself with a blank?
How does it make this, the good point, Nick, how does it make the situation worse, right? When you're saying, look, a bullet,
the entire reason the DA,
wait, oh my God, I can't finish what I'm saying, right? The whole, when you shoot a bullet in the air, it can land on someone, right? It can hit someone, right? That's the whole reason why you got in trouble. That's why everyone was mad at you.
Boogie's a pathological liar, so he could easily be lying about this, as it makes no sense that he would hold on to such a crucial piece of information until now. But there's also a high chance that he easily could have lied about having real bullets for 3 years and had now decided to come clean. I did DM Boogie to ask about this a little more, but I received no response, so it's honestly hard to say for certain. I know, it's fucking embarrassing to have gotten ignored by Boogie. I think it might be time to pack it up and fucking quit. On the following Lolcow Live episode, Keemstar claimed that he'd spoken with Frank, and a confrontation between the two would be happening soon.
Have spoke to Frank Hassel. He's scheduled to come on the show, not tonight, but he will be here. But the challenge was, can you get Boogie to talk to him? And I think we've brokered a deal.
However, Boogie would put out a very ominous warning to Frank, claiming he should stay away, as he knew the truth about it.
I've talked to parties involved and haven't talked about parties involved. I don't want to talk about that. But if we do want to have Frank on the show, I will talk to him about whatever the he wants to talk about. He can come on here and say I diddled my he can come on here and say I abused women and call me whatever the that loser needs to do. He can come on here and do it. And I'll tell him what I can up to the limit. But that said, just the reality of it is, Frank, I know your reality. I know your truth, son. I don't think you're even coming on here because I know the truth about you. And if I were you, I'd stay the away from here.
Boogie then goes on to explain that lots of people had reached out to him to discuss horrible things Frank had done to them.
Since Frank came to my house, I had several people come to me and say, Frank did this to me, Frank did that to me, and I believe these people. And I originally just wanted to out all of that shit. Since the last week's episode, I've had several people say, hey man, don't include me in this shit. I've moved past it. I'm afraid of that motherfucker. I don't have anything to do with him. So just don't bring me back into it. So I thought my process is I've got nothing to say to the guy because I can't say anything unless I want to throw these people under the bus, which I'm not particularly inclined to do just for internet clicks, right? And I genuinely believe Frank is a mentally unwell person if a fraction of the things people have said to me is true.
Frank Hassel never turned up to the show. Turkey Tom would later reveal on an episode of Lolcow Live that he'd gone to Boogie's house and attempted to make a documentary on him. However, during filming, Boogie brought up these Frank allegations, claiming that he'd been abusive and inappropriate with women, as well as flirting with someone underage. But Boogie had no proof to back up his claims.
I tried to film a documentary with him, and he made a allegation to me that I could not substantiate, but didn't want to get involved in any way. And I just was like, this, I'm not dealing with this.
Oh, I know what that is.
Talked about it before. When he said that Hassel did something to some girl, you know, that drove him over there.
Yeah, and there's another guy out there accusing Frank of that too right now, though.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, it threw a wrench in the whole thing. And, like, at the time, I didn't even want to, like, tell Frank about it because I was like, I had just filmed with him. I filmed with him and Boogie for the doc. And then he just made this allegation. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't know what this is. You know, Boogie was like, I don't have any proof, but it's real. And I was like, okay, what the are you talking about? And
what the
so yeah, I got out.
There was more than that. It was like he beat a girl and then he also would like dated someone underage or was flirting with someone underage. It was a whole thing. And instead of Boogie coming out like a man and being like, hey, this is what's going on, he tried to tell a bunch of commentators this story, including myself. And I'm like, well, go tell the internet. And he won it.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just like a pathological liar. But yeah, I mean, that basically threw a wrench in my documentary that I spent thousands of dollars on because he said that. And I was like, well, I don't want to deal with this. You know, I wanted to do this video because there was no allegation. And then he threw that in the mix. And yeah, so I was just like, this.
Frank has never responded to these claims, and Boogie seems to remain quiet on the subject. So for now, we really have no idea what the story is, or if Boogie's claims are at all factual. In 2022, a kid named Matan Evan went viral for infiltrating the 2022 Game Awards.
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Eventually launching this virality into a whole podcast, where Matan and his strange group of friends would invite people on and completely fuck them. And he was able to pull in some pretty big names.
But I don't want anybody to click off because you're about to say the N-word.
There it goes.
Oh, what if I just bleep it after you said the N? That's
Oh.
smart. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna.
No, don't do that.
Now it
Promise
looks like
me,
you
don't.
just
Did
said
you
it
do
like-
that?
Have you ever slept with a man?
Okay. I'm done.
Done?
Yeah.
Were you slammed on your head as a baby?
No.
Go into that in a little bit of detail, please.
There's some guy in a plague mask.
Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries. Put the fries in the bag.
Get him away!
Who's that?
But hey, I guess recently, his roster has been running thin. As in September of 2025, Matan would make a trip out to Arkansas to film an episode of his show with a now completely washed up Boogie2988, who had recently faked cancer and was still a part of the LOLcow live show, which had become an extremely low effort live stream that consisted of Boogie and their Discord fans degrading themselves for donations. Boogie's episode on Matan's podcast was fairly average, and pretty much what you would expect from the typical Matan episode.
You know you're in Arkansas, right?
Me?
I was worried Frank Hassel was going to be here, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, yeah, this is...
Oh, God, what the is that? You're getting it on the food, dude. When you're getting on, don't spray the food.
He's bringing you more right now, by the way. Oh, he took away the salad.
Following the recording of the show, Boogie would invite Matan to come over to his house the following day and take part in an episode of LOLcow Live. This would be a terrible mistake, as Matan and his crew were about to perform their own version of the infamous Hassle. When Boogie started up the show, Matan would spend the first 30 minutes of the stream pretending to not understand the show had started, messing around with Boogie's laptop as he called Billy the Fridge, who was hosting the stream, a pedophile.
I'm trying to figure out what's the issue with the scene, why we're not live streaming right now.
We are live streaming right now.
But on a phone, you should be going live from the webcam because
You close the thing, man!
I'm not gonna go on live stream with a pedophile.
He's not
It's
a
on!
pedophile, dude.
There's
don't,
no
don't,
proof.
You don't, no. Don't end this, do not.
I'm not gonna end this.
Don't end the stream, man.
I'm not going to end it. I'm retarded.
That fucks with the algorithm. Keem will ruin me. Keem is nervous about me even having you on today. He thinks you're retarded.
Matan would then basically go to every lengths possible to make this stream completely unwatchable, trashing Boogie's room and being as insulting as possible to him and his fiancée.
Don't with the laptop after this. Here's this.
Can you get her out of the room? She's creeping me out.
Why does she creep you out?
Because she has a face that looks like an alien.
Aliens are beautiful. You can talk about anything else you want. Dude, for real.
Whoa!
Now, you take that shit back.
Don't touch me.
No, you take that shit back.
I'm not gonna touch you anymore. I'm gonna do kicks.
Okay? Take it back about my dog. Motherfucker.
I'll kick you.
For real.
I'm not.
You know, you're threatening the dog on YouTube. That's against terms of service.
Grand
So
Theft
you
Auto.
need to tell them it's a joke.
It's a joke in Grand
Tell them
Theft
it's a
Auto.
joke.
But he's a homosexual. That's not a joke.
Bisexual,
but
not a joke. Motherfucker, dude, I can kick this. I can kick.
I blocked you. I thought you checked it. You can't kick like shit. You can't kick
I'll
for
take
shit.
your ass down.
You can't kick for shit.
You're right. I'm fat.
Things would take a strange turn when Matan picked up one of Boogie's dogs, causing Boogie to become quite agitated. As we know from the Flaming Star drama, Boogie does not like it when people pick up his dog.
What's up? No. He does not like to be picked up, motherfucker.
He likes you clearly.
You better be gentle with him. Mike, I swear to God, I'll go through you over that dog. Leo can handle it. He's a puppy, but Sammy's got pain issues, dude.
I was gonna steal him.
You ain't stealing shit, motherfucker. I swear to God.
Matan would storm out of the house, only to come running back a few moments later. He would attempt a second time to pick up the dog, where he was once again shouted at by Boogie.
No, dude, I'm telling you, he's got back issues, man. F off. If he ends up yelping or biting, dude, we're gonna go.
Matan then picked up a bottle of Mountain Dew and sprayed it all over the living room. causing Boogie's girlfriend, who Matana deliberately made uncomfortable for the entire stream, to kick him and his weird crew members out of the house.
That's okay. Stop.
Oh no.
Not in the living room, dude.
You Steven Universe looking motherfucker, get out of my house now. You guys are fucking better. Get the out. You guys have worn out your welcome. Please get the out.
Yeah, listen to the woman. Listen to the woman.
Bedroom, you psychopath. Get the out.
Yep.
Your shit and leave.
Listen to the woman.
It's time to wrap up.
Yeah, when she says you're done, you're done. This is her house too. When she says you're done.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Time to go.
Get the out.
I'm
not touching and beating up a stupid retarded kid.
Would you
Get the fuck out.
Would you like to apologize to her?
Get the fuck out.
Okay.
That's the apology. Fucking leave. She's a devil. She's like
She's a devil. I told you. You're the devil. You're the one literally spraying shit all over my couch. I'm telling you, she's related. You're the one spraying shit all over my couch.
You're a weirdo. Get the out.
I don't blame you, Mike. You're the good one. You're the good one. Nope. Nope.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
He needs this holy water. Open this door up.
Yep. Get it.
Move.
Forgot your drink. Spray yourself in the face with that a little bit more, fucker. No, you're done. Hey, when you piss her off, you're done. Trespass your ass. I swear to God. You piss her off, you're done. You piss her off, you're done.
Most of LOLCal Live is fake scripted slop, but this is one of the few times, at least in my opinion, that I think it was real. And these guys really did just completely troll and press Boogie and his girlfriend in their own home. Boogie would even become so paranoid about the whole thing that he believed Frank Hassel and Sam Hyde had put Matan up to this, and that they were the real masterminds to fuck with him all along.
You know what this is? I already know what this is. It's a Sam Hyde op. I'm just calling it what it is. This guy knows Sam Hyde. He's close to Sam Hyde. This is some sort of Sam Hyde op. This is them trying to, like, because he was obsessed with Frank Hassel too. He stayed near where Frank was. During the interview yesterday, he's like, oh, here comes Frank. Then he's like, the door rings. Oh, it's Frank. It's Frank. I'm telling you, this is some Sam Hyde bullshit op or some, I don't know. I love Sam Hyde. I love his content. I love Fish Tank, all that shit. But
while that probably isn't true, Matan definitely expanded on the concept of trolling Boogie at his own home, and finished the job that Frank Hassel had started. Killing his once booming YouTube career. However, he was about to tell a lie that, in a twisted set of events, would end up saving his dead career, and reward him greatly for one of the most heinous acts an online influencer can commit.
So today I want to talk to you a little bit about being a lolcow. If I don't start live streaming and making content, I'm gonna lose everything.
You've got the power within you to fucking succeed from the very beginning.
If you're gonna get a cancer, this is the one to get. When it comes to this whole YouTube thing, this is my last chance.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Just starts spewing lies out of his fucking fat mouth.
Confronted Boogie on a crypto pump and dump he did. You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
I'm you! I'm you, Dan! I'm you! I hate this! I hate it! I hate this show! I hate fucking breathing air! I can't fucking stand this! I've ruined my fucking life!
All the time and effort into this fucking show to help you guys out, and you can't do the simplest task.
22, Boogie would upload a video, revealing that he'd gone broke.
I'm finally in a position where I have to get back to work. And I'm not making any excuses here. You know I spent a tremendous amount of money on dumb things.
He explained that he'd taken financial advice from a friend, later revealed to be McJuggernuggets, and put his entire savings of over 200k into cryptocurrency that he lost most of when the market came crashing down.
But the biggest issue is that I had a nice big nest egg. I took some financial advice from a friend, and I'm not pointing fingers necessarily. I took the advice, but I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything. That sucks. That really sucks. But I need to get back to work. I have some savings, but they're going quickly. And if I don't start live streaming and making content and getting ad revenue and stuff again, I'm going to lose everything. And I definitely do not want to do that.
After claiming he was at risk of losing everything, including his house, he pleads for financial support, asking for fans to buy his merch or purchase his sponsorships, and explains that they can also support through Super Chat.
Do you like the t-shirts I have? This one's not in the merch lane shop yet, but there's several, and I'm making new designs all the time. And if you like a t-shirt, buy a t-shirt. I make like a $9 profit off of a $25 purchase. If you don't want to buy something from me directly, you can shop with one of my sponsors. That's always an option as well. If you like a product I'm selling, get involved with a sponsor, shop through them, use my code. If you're in a position where you only have like $1 or $5, you can super chat that when you like a video. You can pledge $5 a month, $10 a month on the channel membership program. And if you do that, if we can get up to like 100 members, I want to start making special clips and videos that'll stay member only for the people who want to see that stuff. My way of saying thank you to you guys.
Boogie would post a follow-up video 6 days later, thanking his viewers for the financial contributions that were made.
Well, I was not prepared for the response that last video got. But I'm going to show it to you. You best be prepared yourself. I say buckle in. What I did not expect was how many of you pledged to watch my videos moving forward. How many of you pledged to hit subscribe and turn on notifications? How many of you bought a channel membership? How many of you checked out my sponsors, bought a t-shirt? And some of you went completely nuts and just donated money via Super Chat directly. And I am blown away by it. And I'm going to show you all of that in the analytics section. But before I do, let me say thank you, thank you, thank you, a million times thank you. I genuinely don't think I deserve it, but I'm so grateful for it.
Despite a large amount of support, there was an even bigger amount of hate in response to this video, with many calling him out for e-begging and telling Boogie to go and get a real job. On November 21st, 2022, Boogie would post a video to his channel with more bad news, claiming to have a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera that caused his body to produce too many red blood cells.
I often say, though, every day that I wake up is a good day. It's the one day that I don't wake up that sucks. So I've been debating for a while to talk to you guys about this, but I hope it brings you guys a little bit of clarity about some of the videos I've made in the last month or so. Because, well, you remember about 3 weeks back I said that I likely could potentially have a form of cancer? Turns out I got a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera.
There are two types of polycythemia vera. One is cancerous and one isn't. But Boogie claimed he had the cancer one. He attributes getting this disease from a side effect from a testosterone supplement he'd been taking.
And when I started taking that testosterone supplement 7 or 8 years ago, however long it's been, we knew that this was a possibility. You never think you're going to be the guy who gets that side effect though, right? You never think it's going to be you. But sometimes it is. It has to be somebody.
Boogie claims that the cancer was not serious, and he was projected to live at least another 20 years.
But the good news is, I mean, this is a disease that takes a really long time to get you. Statistically speaking, I'll die of a blood clot or a heart attack or a stroke due to one of those blood clots. And most people, after getting diagnosed, live another 20 years. So if you're gonna get a cancer, this is the one to get.
Boogie then goes on to claim that he needs to focus on losing weight, but he's worried about not having the willpower to do so.
The biggest problem is the best thing for me to do in this situation is to lose some weight as much as I can. Me and my eating disorder, well, I haven't been able to make that work so far. And I don't know if I have what it takes to, even at the threat of death, to overcome this eating disorder, but by God, it's do or die now.
He then goes on to reveal that he'd known about the cancer diagnosis for a few weeks prior to his going broke video, and was a contributing factor behind him posting it.
I've known about this for a little over 6 weeks. That it was a probability, though I just got my official diagnosis. But I hope it gives you an idea of why I've been so worried about my money, why I've been so worried about my career, why I've been so worried about my future, why I've done some of the things I've done and said some of the things I've said. Maybe I should have led with this before I asked people to watch my videos or become channel members or whatever. I don't know. This felt very private at the time. But it doesn't feel private anymore, so I'm sharing it.
The video ends by Boogie claiming he was going to try and get his life under control and use his channel to bring joy and hope to people.
What is left now is concentrating on healing this, and using my channel to entertain, educate, and give hope to people. Like, that's all I want left in the world.
Over the next few months, Boogie's channel failed to grow in any significant way, and he went further into financial ruin, being forced to sell off his collectibles as the loss of his house is looking imminent. Although, in a very bizarre turn of events, Keemstar would come along with an idea for Boogie to take part in a boxing match against a washed-up YouTuber in a similar position to him named Wings of Redemption, on a Misfits boxing card in London, May 2023. Getting this fight set up seemed like a completely impossible task. But somehow, both of them passed their medical checks, and the fight was all set, with both to receive $10,000 regardless of the outcome.
This fight is happening on May 13th. There's no backing out, this is it. It's done. It's a done deal. On May 13th, I'm in the ring with Wings of Redemption, period.
Boogie, who is in extremely poor health, did very little actual boxing training, and spent most of his time attempting to get healthy enough to actually make it to the ring. Wings, who is in much better health than Boogie, spent a lot of time training for the fight. And when the pair made it to London, Wings completely demolished Boogie.
I'm going into this thing with the plans of winning, but there's a very real possibility that could not happen. Then, if I can just make it all the way to the end of this fight, make it through all 3 rounds, and Rocky this shit, I'll be happy with that. If I'm being honest, if I'm still standing at the end of this thing, I will be really proud of myself.
Fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing the green with gold trim. His official weight of 391.6 pounds. And tonight, he's making his crossover boxing debut. Hailing from Fayetteville, Arkansas, the living mean, Boogie2988!
He's got a lot of fans here. Wow.
This is the changing rooms. Keep your heads up. Chase them all, look alike. Don't hold. Do you understand me? Shake hands. For Boogie. Good luck to you. Back to your corners. Wait to go.
Winner, Wings of Redemption.
Boogie seemed to be unbothered by his loss and just seemed to be happy that he hadn't died in the ring. Not long after, the money dried up once again, and Boogie was once again stuck in the same position as before. But there was a glimmer of hope in his sad life when he began dating a 20-year-old fan by the name of Desi that would end up moving into his home. Boogie claims they'd met after trauma bonding in Instagram DMs and will later admit that she had very severe mental health issues and he'd actually taken her virginity. He understandably did not want this controversial relationship revealed to the internet, but the information was quickly discovered by trolls and he was forced to come clean.
So, we've been living together now for a couple of weeks, right?
Right.
What do you think? Are you having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun.
And you've decided that you are ready to let the internet know
Are you nervous?
I'm more excited than nervous.
An aspiring lolcow documenter by the name of Mike Klum would produce a film titled The Dark Side Life of Boogie2988, and it documented Boogie's life throughout 2023 and released it on November 1st. The documentary starts with Boogie discussing his finances.
Yeah, so when it comes to financial approach, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Money comes in, money goes out. For the longest time, my ex-wife handled that shit, but then I got divorced. I don't know where my money is. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it.
He reveals that in addition to his overspending issues and crypto loss, he'd spent a large amount of money on prostitutes and sugar babies. Mike Klum had managed to track down a former escort of Boogie's who revealed that her time with him had made her decide to quit the industry.
I took women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took them to like Disneyland and shit.
He bought me dinner, he got me a purse that we were talking about over messages, and he got me a couple gift cards, and he spent well over $5,000 on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're gonna go out and eat. We're gonna have dinner. Maybe we're gonna and you're gonna enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy. It's not a revelation. I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women. Beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that. The women I dated were pretty, sure, but they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s. With sugaring, I got to some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
We got back to the hotel, and I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie2988. Overall, the experience, and I don't mean to fat shame or anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it took me a lot of time to find a stick. I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
It is claimed in this documentary that he'd spent over $250K on escorts, but Boogie has disputed this number, claiming it to be a lot less. As the documentary continues, it shows Boogie's overspending issues and reveals that if he was willing to cut down to only necessities, his financial situation would be a lot better.
I've told the audience, I've told you guys, I've told everybody, this is the center of my world, right here in this recliner with my dogs, watching television, playing video games on that television. But the other day, the audio on this TV started to go out, and whenever it would make like S sounds, it would crackle. And so I know I'm budgeting, but I immediately went to Amazon and bought a sound bar for $100. And then the next day, the TV stopped crackling. And now I have a $100 sound bar that I don't need.
Later in the documentary, Boogie goes through a list of every medical condition he's been diagnosed with, and claims he'll be dead in the next 12 years.
So I don't know. It could fucking be today. Do I think I'll make 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60, which is 12 years away? Probably not.
Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone, testicular hypogonadism, sleep apnea.
Although notably, polycythemia vera is not mentioned once. We also got to learn more about Boogie's young girlfriend, which probably made people come away more concerned than before.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me. Growing up without a father figure has its challenges. Like, you just don't have that support system that you would and the advice that you need. And so it's just difficult. I don't ever want to be alone. That's another thing. Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone. And so it's just nice to have company. And
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat and I am a creepy dude.
The whole film overall showed that most of Boogie's issues are self-inflicted. And if he took care of himself a little bit more and stopped spending so much money on bullshit, he would be in a much better position. Although Boogie was not willing to take any of this on board and went back to the same lifestyle shortly after, with the risk of losing his house still looming over his head. However, Keemstar had been cooking up another idea with Wings and Boogie in mind. He believed that he could monetize a large community of haters by putting them on a podcast together.
I'm sitting there just for years like, well, why don't you take these certain people that everyone clowns on, put them on a fucking show with someone sensible that can confront them with facts and logic about the bullshit that's going on, and that's like gonna be the greatest entertainment ever. So I had this idea to create Lolcow Live with DSP, Wings, and Boogie, but DSP is such a retard that it was like impossible to get him on board.
Boogie knew that this was his final shot.
A lot of people believe in second chances. I believe in second chances. And I'm very fortunate to have got second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th, 100th chances. But I think we can all agree when it comes to this whole YouTube thing, this is my last chance. And I'm going into this final chance with one thought in mind. I just want to be as entertaining as possible.
After months of disorganizement trying to get the show launched, it finally released on November 13th under the name Lolcow Live.
This whole show is something that you have never seen before on a podcast, and it's finally happening. It's happening now.
It became clear right off the bat that the chaotic antics of Boogie were the best aspect of the show, with the first big storyline being Boogie fighting with Muda from Some Ordinary Gamers over him making jokes about Boogie's young girlfriend.
So you told me that you were going to walk if Muda had anything to do with this, because apparently you guys are having beef behind the scene. Like, what the And you're telling me that he's as crazy, or his fans are potentially as crazy?
No, well, so
really?
I have paranoia issues. I think we all agree with that.
I agree with that.
And it comes along with the anxiety and the other stuff. Muta's been mad at me for like years, rightfully so, because I've been a manipulative piece of shit. Like, I'll be the first to admit that, right?
Okay.
And so like in the last couple of weeks, Muta has definitely decided that I'm like not a great person. And he's like tweeted, I mentioned him on Twitter because of all this group chat shit that leaked, and so he was like, you're the worst kind of person, I think you're manipulative, I'm open about it, I only wish the worst for you, blah blah blah.
They then debated on Review Tech USA's stream.
I never did, but I didn't.
That's what he told us.
But you are factually incorrect.
Sending Keemstar into a complete meltdown over the debate not being safe for Lolcow Live.
You and your stupid fucking head, your fucking retarded fucking head. I talked to you before you went on. In my other group chat, people were like, oh, Boogie's calling into Rich. I fucking called you. We spoke. I said, don't give Rich the tea. Your exact words to me were, oh, I'm just going to go on there and tell him I'm busy, right? So you call into Rich, you tell him I'm busy. He starts milking you. You start answering every fucking question because you're an attention fucking freak. And then you have a face-off with Muta on Rich's stream. The face-off between you and Muta should be on your podcast. That's monetized, that you make money on. You and your stupid fucking head. This is not a mistake. This is not an accident, you fucking retard. You did this on purpose. I talked to you before you went in. I fucking hate you. You. All the time and effort into this fucking show to help you guys out, and you can't do the simplest task. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You retard.
Boogie went up on his hands and knees begging for forgiveness, and this was only an indication for what was to come.
I need you to off. Like, seriously, off. I need you to get on your fucking hands and knees, have your girlfriend fucking film you and say, I'm sorry, Keemstar, I'm sorry, Jordy, I'm sorry, fucking Tommy C, Nicholas Diorio, Muta, fucking Tom, everybody that's even fucking cared about the Lolcow podcast. I'm such a selfish attention fucking that I want attention, I want to be in conversation so bad that I gave an entire, the entire storyline of what's been happening on episode 1 to fucking Review Tech USA, because I'm so thirsty to just talk to someone. I'm that big of a fucking loser. Make that video, you piece of shit.
I'm sorry, Tommy C. I'm sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I'm sorry, Nicholas Di Fiorio. I don't know how to pronounce him. I'm sorry, Jordy. I'm fucking sorry. It was fucking stupid of me to go on Rich's fucking show and give away the fucking storyline. I'm a fucking attention hog piece of shit. It was fucking stupid. I should have left the moment Muta came on. I'm fucking stupid. And I'm fucking sorry. I understand your decision.
I'll hand over any passwords you need, wherever you want. Sorry.
The show continued on for the next few months to mild success, and while Boogie had a boost in revenue, it still didn't seem to be cutting it for him, so to make some extra cash, he put together a plan to sell his entire Magic card collection to pay off his remaining mortgage. During the filming of the My Clum documentary, Boogie had met a self-proclaimed medicine man named Flaming Star, who had helped him experiment with magic mushrooms.
We're all connected.
I believe
When
it.
you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind, that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
So these are they. It's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now.
The two struck up a friendship, and Flaming Star seemed to believe that he could help Boogie fix his health as well as his financial situation. He undertook a very strange mentorship role in Boogie's life, and continued to experiment regularly with magic mushrooms and other drugs with Boogie.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to do this alone, and I knew my girlfriend Desi would be there for me, but I have a friend who is a medicine man for the Native American clan that he's a chief of.
Oh, I felt that in a while.
Okay.
Oh, I'm standing up. I'm not physically exhausted. I'm actually able to stand up and walk around.
And he has offered to help me many times. The first thing we did was some medicinal therapy, and he sent me off to space. While I was floating around the universe, Ryan and my girlfriend went to the kitchen and found all of the sugar and all of the processed food and took it out to the dumpster to get rid of it. And then they went grocery shopping and replaced all of that unhealthy food with fruits and veggies and meats and low-carb, non-processed options, so that when I got back from outer space, the only thing I'd have to eat is good, healthy foods.
In February, Boogie would entrust Flaming Star with his entire Magic the Gathering collection for him to sell. Flaming Star believed that he could get $100,000 out of them for Boogie. However, Flaming Star unsurprisingly turned out to be fucking nuts, and Boogie had to cut off their friendship after the guy started freaking out on Boogie's dog.
Your shaman, Flaming Star, basically just hustled you.
After we worked together for like 3 days, he made an offer to buy my Magic the Gathering collection off of me and was taking it to our friend Glenn to get it cataloged. And then one day he grabbed my dog up by his neck and screamed in its face, my 15-year-old dog, Sammy. And I was like, arr! And it's fine to do that to the puppy because a puppy can handle that. But he did it to my 15-year-old arthritic dog. So he yelped in pain and I lost my, I'm like, get the hell out. You don't touch my dog. You can't touch my family. You can't touch my friends. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want to me. I think the usual narcissistic spiel I get into. But he looked at me and he's like, you forfeited your Magic cards, because he was in possession of them because he was going to get them cataloged. He's like, you're going to forfeit your Magic cards.
Flaming Star refused to return Boogie's Magic cards, so Boogie used a mutual friend to go and steal the cards back. This made Flaming Star very angry. At the beginning of March, Boogie was off to Ohio to film a scene with EDP445 for Mike Clum's new documentary.
Pictures got released of you sitting down with EDP.
Me and Mike talk quite a bit about the different projects he's got running. And he's got a lot. I'm like, who are you working with? And he says, I'm working with EDP. Okay, well, good luck with that, friend. And he's like, I think I would like you to be in it.
Why you?
I mean, it makes sense.
Right.
Flaming Star, who had grown more mentally unstable, was unaware Boogie was on a trip. He travelled to Boogie's house where he wrote pedophile and thief on Boogie's garage door, spray painted his roommate's car, and then threw a metal drain lid through the window of the computer room, where, if Boogie had have been home, it would have directly hit him.
Well, I'm finally home from Ohio, and if you guys don't know this, my house has been vandalized.
Keemstar would pay Flaming Star $50 for an interview to get his side of the story.
Just to show you how dedicated I am, I have never paid for an interview ever in my life. And I wasn't about to pay for an interview with Flaming Star. Not a red cent. But this motherfucker was playing games. He told me that he was trying to raise money so his tribe could grow crops to get through. So I had to send him $50 and then we did the interview. So what happened? You went over there, what happened?
So I left the Fayetteville Police Department after talking to them and said, okay, you asked for it then. left, packed my stuff up, drove right to his house, which is right down the street from it. And I went and grabbed the water main lid thing for the meter, to read the meter. Threw it through the window where he streams out of, hoping he was in there. Called him a pussy. Said, come outside. He wasn't there. But I had backed my truck all the way up to his front door because I didn't want to have to walk so far. And then when I left, I peeled out from the front door all the way out to the street, and I left.
He did deny doing the spray paint, but as Keem pressed him on it, it seemed like he was lying.
Who else in the area would think that to spray paint thief? Why? Who out there thinks that he's the thief other than you?
Well, he used to pick on Daniel Wansauer, and that's my little brother. I think it's probably him.
But I don't get it. You admitted to throwing the water meter through the window. You admitted to
calling him a pussy. Yeah.
You admitted to like
peeling out in his yard.
Peeling out in his yard. Why won't you own the spray paint? That had to have been you. It had to have been you. It had to have.
I don't have to make it up, man. It can't be in two places at once.
But it happened the same day!
Flaming Star would wind up being arrested, and contact with Boogie was forbidden. It was during the stream discussing Flaming Star's arrest that Keemstar grew quite concerned about Boogie's lifestyle and his other roommates that lived with him.
Look at this idiot and everything he's doing with his money, letting homeless people move. How come you're not as mad as I am? Like, when I hear the that Boogie, again, I have to deal with this. Like, I'm going to lose my home. I'm going to die. All these different things. And it's all his fault. Doesn't that drive you insane? I got a question. Flaming Star came in your life, hustled you, right, for these magic cards. You got 2 people that freeload off of you that live in your home. They couldn't organize the magic cards. They couldn't organize the magic cards.
That's what they're in the middle of doing right now. We're doing it right now.
They couldn't do that. They couldn't do that.
They are doing it. They are doing it. They're all helping.
Before you went to the internet and was like, I'm poor, I got no money, there's nothing I can do. We've been telling you for 3 years to sell all your collectibles.
And I'm not going to until, like I said 3 years ago, when the time comes. It's now the time. So now we're selling it. But the idea was to hold on to it to gain maximum value because collectibles mostly rise with the rate of inflation. So holding on to, you know how you park your money in guns, jewelry? I don't know, most rednecks do. You know, you park your money in properties, Keemstar. You know, you park your properties in collectibles. That's what people do. That's what I did. And now I need that money again. So now I'm finally tapping it. Yeah, again, at the end of the day, I'm pretty particular about who I live with.
Two seconds. I got to call my lawyer. Bear with me.
Okay, what the f*** is he calling his lawyer?
I need to ask my lawyer to do something.
Yo.
Hey, John.
Yes.
I need 2 legal letters sent over to the address that I sent you. It's going to Boogie's house to evict his roommates.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Bye.
Done.
There you go.
What does that even mean?
I'm evicting your fucking roommates. I'm sending them legal letters that they have.
Are you gonna pay the rent for one of them? And are you gonna get my lawn mowed and the house worked on and painted?
I'm done paying rent for those freeloaders. They're getting evicted.
Keem demands that Boogie go out and mow his lawn for an activity to get active and try to take some pride in his home.
Look, let's imagine I kick the dude out that you think is a freeloader, and then I pay $100 every 10 days in the summer to mow the lawn. I'm out more money right there.
They're gonna have.
Than I would be having a living.
You're gonna mow the lawn. You're gonna take care of your own shit.
Boogie would explain that the mowing of his lawn was impossible due to him being disabled, as well as having high blood pressure.
You're gonna mow the lawn. It's time to grow up. It's time to
disabled. I have a blood pressure of 180/90. You want me on the front lawn in the summer pushing a lawnmower?
Your wife, before you got the divorce, what did she do? She just took care of you. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. You need that. And then you keep people around in your house to do the same thing. Run around and do everything. You don't do anything, man.
I'm disabled and I do plenty.
Who cares? I don't care that you're disabled.
I do everything that I can do that my body will let me do, man.
Maybe you wouldn't be disabled if you actually did.
He eventually had a full-blown meltdown, screaming that he was dying from his polycythemia vera, which again, we all believe was a cancerous type.
Phone call.
You want this motherfucker out in the 100-degree weather? You want somebody with 185 over 120 blood pressure, motherfucker? Lawn in 100 degrees. Yeah, sounds like a great plan. Sounds like a great plan.
Hello.
Listen, Connor, can you do me a favor? You know the city that Boogie lives in, right? In Arkansas? Can you find, can you look up and see if they've ever had summers with 180-degree weather?
100 degree.
No,
180 for the blood pressure.
You said
180 for the
No,
blood
you
pressure.
said 180.
180 for the blood pressure.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, that's definitely never happened.
Yeah, there's nowhere in the f***ing world that has 180. You
said
lunatic.
180.
I'm talking. I said 100.
All right, thanks, Connor.
The blood pressure is 180. You
Boogie,
lunatic.
Did every 195 over 120?
Yes, I should be in the f***ing emergency room right now.
I was about to say, you probably should go to the emergency room.
No.
Oh wow, mine went down.
Boogie, you know why your blood pressure is so bad?
I should be in the f***ing emergency room right now.
Okay,
I should be in the f***ing emergency room
yelling.
right now.
Then stop yelling.
No, seriously, calm down. Like, you could really kill yourself right now.
On. Let me do it. Fucking blood pressure so high. I should be in the goddamn emergency room.
Boogie, I'm
Let me
being...
go on my lawn.
Stop! You're gonna have a heart attack.
Like, so your face is red right now, Boogie. You should probably calm down.
No! Walk around like this every day. I'm dying.
I forgot my medicine.
I'm telling you. You guys don't fucking listen. My blood is fucking syrup. I have polycythemia. I'm dying over here.
I apologize. I'll take everything back. And here's why. Maybe your roommates don't have to pay rent. If they have to deal with that, why should they have to pay rent on top of it, bro?
This further gave everyone the belief that Boogie's cancer had him on the verge of death. Kim would still manage to talk Boogie into mowing his lawn, which he recorded.
It's a stupid thing to do. I have somebody who likes to do it for me. It's kind of risky for my health because high blood pressure. At least it's a cool day, right? It'll be all right. So this is for you, Local Podcast. I'm mowing my lawn for you. This is the lawn, for the record. It's pretty thick out here. Shouldn't be too bad, though.
The video showed a time lapse of Boogie mowing the yard that was not very big and taking regular breaks every few minutes where he could be seen checking his pulse. At the end of the video, Boogie was left barely able to breathe.
And there's proof that I can do it. It's just absolutely unnecessary. I have someone else who likes to do it, is willing to do it, doesn't have asthma, isn't allergic to grass, isn't allergic to trees, isn't allergic to pollen, and isn't allergic to bee stings. That reminds me, I gotta get an EpiPen.
Now, while I'm sure mowing the lawn was tiring for someone of Boogie's size, he was clearly playing up the whole ordeal to guilt people into thinking he was gravely ill. By June of 2024, Lolcow Live had slowly grown to be a successful show, but the amount of money Boogie was making was still not enough to save his house and maintain his frivolous lifestyle all at the same time. With the whole magic card thing falling apart, he was looking for another big payday.
Listen up, all you top G's. There's some misinformation being spread around right now by certain influencers, but I'm here to tell you the truth and the hacks to help you break free from the matrix so you can be a brokey like me.
Boogie would sign a deal with the devil and launch his very own crypto coin called Fatty Coin that was very quickly pumped and dumped.
Now, Fatty is a community for like-minded individuals that have broken free from the matrix. True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same woman a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
Internet detective CoffeeZilla would confront Boogie on why he'd done this, and asked him if he would pay the money back. But Boogie responded by claiming he needed the money for his mortgage and medication, as he was fighting cancer after all.
Are you willing to try to avoid the damage you might do to people by 1, not selling your tokens, and 2, maybe giving back the back half of, you said the first half is spent. I don't know if that's true. I'm just trusting you here. But actually giving back the 5K you're going to be making back to the community, locking it, making sure that people aren't going to get hurt further?
No, I'm going to pay my medical bills next month with that last half, and I'm sorry to anybody that's disappointed with that. I have an $1,100 medication plus a $300 medication. I get a bunch of I'm going to buy medicine with it, man. And if people are disappointed with that, I fully understand that. It's a shitty thing to do, and I'm a shitty person for doing it. You can have that opinion. I'm okay with it. That said, about burning the coins, it's something I'll have to seriously consider. My immediate answer is I'll need to survey the damage. I'll need to understand what people have lost. I'll need to understand how much good burning those coins will do, and if it's going to make a genuine impact, I think I'd consider making the sacrifice. Yes, I think I would make the sacrifice if I thought it was going to make a genuine impact.
I don't believe you. I think you're going to try to get as much money out of this as you can.
Well, if it's probably the last thing I'll get to do, and I bet after this video is live, I don't think a lot of people are going to trust me moving forward. That might be the smart move, but I'm still going to consider that.
Well, you did just sell out your community, and your answer is sort of like, oh, I have bills. But look, everyone's got bills. You have medical bills. That's horrible, obviously. You know, I wish you the best, but is there not any other way to make money than launching meme coins?
Well, I'm currently selling every collectible I own to try to keep my head above water. I'm making YouTube videos as much as I can, but I make $20 a YouTube video if I'm lucky, because my channel is completely demonetized. I have my podcast, and I'm working as hard at the podcast as they'll let me, but there's only so much we can do there, and it's bringing in $2,000 a month. So collectively, I'm bringing in about $3,500 a month. Without medical bills, I need about $6,000 to survive. With medical bills, I need close to 8 or 9, and I've run out of savings. So I'm selling everything I can to just try to keep my head above water here. And I think it might go, I know we made a big joke out of it on the documentary that I filmed last year, but the reality of it is I'm very sick, and it's very difficult to get work. If you're telling me everyone's losing money on this guaranteed, then I needed to have the understanding that no matter what I did, all I was doing was stealing from somebody. I didn't think that. I didn't understand that. You're telling me that now, and I'll never do anything like this again. I'll do my due diligence here. I do have some integrity, and I'm going to do the work that I'm paid to do. But after that, I'll never do this again, because you are telling me the only outcome is that people get ripped off. If I had that understanding going into this, I would not have done it.
Okay, thanks, Boogie. I appreciate it. I hope you get better. I hope you get better with your sickness. And
yeah, it's cancer, man. People don't generally get better. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
When Keemstar found out about this situation, he was furious. And not because Boogie had scammed, but because later, in a private conversation, Boogie claimed to Coffee that he'd not been receiving payments for lolcow, which was completely untrue. But Kim would put this situation aside for the time being, as the lolcows were all set to celebrate the 4th of July together. During Keemstar's party, Muda from Some More Nero Gamers would show up, who was a good friend of CoffeeZilla and already had prior issues with Boogie that we looked at earlier. Tensions between the two rose high, with an argument eventually breaking out over the crypto coin.
Muda, what's your point in all this?
I'm just saying, why be a victim? Just be honest about it.
Why be a victim? Boogie, why be a victim?
Put the glove on, be a victor.
Boogie, why be a victim? Why be a victim?
Stupidity. No, just tell the camera you wanted money and you didn't care about your audience. That's fine.
No, I wanted money, and I also wanted people not to fucking attack me, so I played the victim like a dipshit, knowing it never works, because I'm a fucking covert narcissist piece of shit. You want to hear what it is? I reverted to my covert narcissism ways. I tried not to. I did a Caleb Hammer interview today, and I told everybody to go themselves because it was funny, and I'll tell this man here right here, go yourself, it was funny. Nobody with a brain, nobody with a brain.
I literally was like, yo, don't be a victim, proceeds to be a victim for the next 90 seconds. No winning with it, dude.
Where's the victim? Where's the victim? I'm telling you, I did an interview today.
Just tell the camera you wanted to scam the audience and make money, that's it.
Where's the scam? I told you not to buy it. The scam would be to tell you, but hey, I know a scam. I've seen you promote Raid Shadow Legends.
When did I promote Raid? Hold on.
You ever done that? Have you ever
No, I don't. You just said that I promoted Raid, right? No.
I know one you probably done.
Have you? Wait, let him respond.
You said I promoted Raid. Now, out of all the thousands of videos, find any Raid Shadow Legends promotion.
I don't watch your content anymore. I watched it in 5 years.
One of my most popular videos is how I rejected a bag from Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay, that's awesome, actually. That's awesome. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, like this is what's crazy. He blatantly lies, and then when you catch him in the lie,
he thought you did. I'm sorry.
No. Everyone was here. Everyone was here, right? He all said
mistakes.
I promoted it, and then I said I did, and he's like, oh, I thought you did.
I thought you did. Motherfucker, I used to think the world was flat till I thought it was round.
Just say I never did on the camera. Give Ethan fine.
Well, you're a narcissist. You are the world. You're obviously round.
Just give old Ethan the clip.
Hey, at the end of the day, I know you fucking hate me. I got no bad luck. Come on.
I'm not shaking your hand.
He's not gonna shake your hand.
Ooh.
Stand him up. Stand him up. This man just got engaged. Come on, man.
I'll shake his
Put it
hand.
aside for the end of the night. Put it inside for the end of the night.
Bro, I don't care.
I do.
There's your seat.
Jump across the table, Boogie. Oh, no, I found a new seat. Yeah,
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah, scoot next to him, right next to him. I found a new seat. I'm comfortable. Aren't you? We're at a party together. We're having fun. Yeah. You want to make this about bullshit? We'll make it about bullshit. I'm here to have fun. I've been having fun for 3 days.
It was around this point that the popular streamer Destiny, who'd been covering Boogie's crypto scam, decided to take a closer look into Boogie's claim of having cancer. He ultimately came to the conclusion that Boogie had been lying about his diagnosis, and instead of having the cancerous version of polycythemia vera, he had the non-cancerous type, but had claimed it was the cancer type to gain sympathy.
The issue with Boogie is Boogie claimed for 2 years that he had cancer. Boogie made the claim that for 2 years he had a rare blood cancer called polycythemia vera. But the problem is when Boogie spoke about the risk factors that he had, the fact that he was obese, he mentioned specifically that he was on TRT and his doctor told him that it was a risk factor and that after he was diagnosed with this, they wanted to put him on a sleep study. All of those things point to something called secondary polycythemia, which is not a blood cancer. It's when your body produces more red blood cells because it elevates a hormone in your body because you're not getting enough oxygen in your blood.
Meanwhile, Keem, unhappy with how his 4th of July event had gone, would go live on the Lolcow Live channel to air out his various grievances he'd been having with the rest of the cast.
I'm fucking mad. I'm mad, people. I'm fucking mad. I'm a little teed off. I'm a little angry. I'm a little upset. Motherfuckers got me on tilt. I keep on hearing from the Wings and the Boogies and everyone else that this show is fucking dead. This is one of the most successful fucking shows on all of you. It is based on the size of the fucking channel, 40K subs, the amount of money that this show fucking makes and produces, the amount of views that this show gets. Are you fucking kidding? This show is a wild, wild success, but I gotta keep hearing from not just haters of these fucking cows, all right? I gotta keep hearing from the cows themselves. Oh, we're failing. Oh, we're dying. Oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, the show is dying. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Wings, Boogie, go fuck yourself.
Kim then discusses his issues with Boogie, finally airing out the situation with him lying to CoffeeZilla, and he was furious.
Now, Boogie29999999999999999998 recently has got exposed for doing a little crypto scam on his audience. You all know what I'm talking about. You all know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right? Fatty coin. And quite honestly, I just thought it was funny. I truly thought it was funny. I don't care. The fact that Boogie2988 did a fucking crypto scam in the year 2024 it's fucking hilarious. I don't care. And you know who else shouldn't care? Boogie. But no, this fat sack of shit starts going into fucking panic mode and he just starts spewing lies out of his fucking fat mouth non-stop. He gave fucking 7 different excuses of why he did the fucking coin. Oh, I got cancer. Oh, this is a community just to hang out. This and that. Again, all this lying and shit, hilarious to me. I don't care. None of this bothered me at all. But you know what did bother me? Is when Boogie2988 and CoffeeZilla were talking in a private call that the public has not heard yet. And the only reason why I know about this conversation, because CoffeeZilla called me and played the recording for me. It's never aired anywhere. You will not believe what the fuck Boogie2988 said. Because CoffeeZilla was putting pressure on Boogie to do the right thing and to return the $10,000 he received for promoting Fatty Coin. And after multiple different lies, after multiple different excuses, Boogie uttered this lie that pissed me off so much. Boogie told CoffeeZilla that he can't refund the money because he's not getting paid from Local Live. He's not getting paid. He literally lied to CoffeeZilla, acting like he wasn't getting a check from this fucking show. Now, Coffee thought that was pretty hard to believe. So he called me and asked me. And I said, yeah, well, Coffee, I can show you the checks. He's clearly getting fucking checks. Do you know how fucking insulting that is to me? I'm over here grinding, working my fucking ass off for these fat slobs to have a nice fat fucking check every single fucking month. And I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this. I don't really need my check. This was fun to me. We had some good times, didn't we, chat? This was fun. And you pay it back to me, Boogie, by fucking getting on the phone with a fellow creator and trying to paint this picture that Keemstar is using you and not paying you. You fat piece of fucking dog shit. Go end yourself. I like on your career, by the way. Like, one in the chat if Boogie is a giant ungrateful piece of shit for that. One in the chat.
Kim ended the stream by announcing he was going to be quitting the show and leaving it in the hands of Boogie, Wings, and Tommy.
I'm gonna sit back and just take my 25% cut, starting now.
But Kim still had one last trick up his sleeve to get some revenge, and a storm was about to unleash on Boogie that would change his life forever. On July 12th, during the show the following day, Kim would call in to confront Boogie face to face.
I get a call from CoffeeZilla where you told him you don't get paid for this show.
No, I told him that No, here's what I told him, Kim, and you know this. In that same conversation with CoffeeZilla, he wanted to see receipts for my income for the last 30 days. I showed him a receipt where you paid me on the 31st. So there is no way that CoffeeZilla was even remotely confused as to whether or not you have previously paid me. What I told him, and what I'm certain that he must have told you unless he's a snake, was that you had not paid me yet for the month. I did not know what you were going to pay me because we were deducting money from the trip and I didn't know how it was going to work, and I needed every dime in my bank account that I could to make sure that I could do the traveling and pay my fucking mortgage and pay my medical bills and pay for everything else.
A whole ton of fucking words. A whole ton of words. But CoffeeZilla didn't just tell me that you told him that you weren't getting paid from this show. He played the fucking recording because he recorded you.
Then what? Then I understand that. Do you think people can edit things to be a little bit out of context?
Oh, come on.
Because in that same conversation...
Little known to Boogie, Kim had pre-arranged for Destiny to call in and share his findings on Boogie faking cancer.
I'm bringing a buddy onto the show. You are not gonna fucking like this.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. Still showed up anyway.
How you guys doing tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going? We can see you. You guys look fantastic.
What kind of guest is this?
Turn it on.
I mean, some of you.
Don't be so friendly. Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
Can you
why
explain?
would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood, Destiny.
Correct. But you said that you'd received the diagnosis, but now you just told me you got a bone marrow biopsy.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming. It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
So I think
we are
what happened
confirming
is
it with the
based on
biopsy
everything-
because I'm wanting to do that because I'm praying to God I don't have cancer.
He doesn't care
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million fucking chance that they're fucking wrong, and that there's another reason that I have the hormone imbalances in my blood.
Yeah. Why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer that you don't have cancer?
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on the fact that I had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and the hormone markers in my blood. And it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a fucking merciful God of the world that would be willing to fucking let this be wrong, even though it most certainly is not.
When asked to share his medical records proving a diagnosis, Boogie refuses, stating he would like his medical records to be the last thing in his life kept private from the internet.
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go f yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm standing by it now. Destiny, Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go f yourselves.
You could easily end this right now by just showing
I would rather
the
you
diagnosis.
I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP than to have
Okay, well,
the
here's
last
the
goddamn thing. The last
You're the one-
goddamn thing.
you're the one who accused of LARPing.
Security I have in the fucking world.
Of course, this claim makes little sense, as he'd been quite open about his medical issues for his entire time on YouTube. So showing a little bit of paper that says he actually was battling cancer should not be an issue. XQC asked if it was possible Boogie had been told it was a possible cancer and then jumped the gun claiming it was 100%, but the question was brushed aside and the conversation went back to Boogie claiming he wanted to keep his privacy.
Can I ask Boogie, is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis thing?
No.
You don't think you jumped the gun with it?
Anything is possible, sure.
I just don't understand why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them. Like
Because
you're
I don't
having
have
all these
printout
feelings.
thing- Because they don't have
They had
printouts
to get nothing but those
They never
first on it.
do. And like I said a year ago, when these motherfuckers tried to get it to begin with,
hold on.
this is the one last
This is
thing
a
I left.
excuse,
You
but
motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Let me have one goddamn thing.
You're trying to tell me.
Let me have cancer.
Team joins back into the call to join in on convincing Boogie to release his medical records, and claims if he doesn't, everyone is going to think he's faking cancer.
And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history.
I don't consider
Sure, go ahead.
And you won't prove it?
No.
You won't
No,
prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If
Print it.
this is true,
Go ahead,
if
print
this
it.
is true and you lied
Go
about
ahead, print
cancer,
it.
this is the biggest scandal on the fucking
And
internet.
it's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway.
Destiny wraps up his point, outlining why he believes Boogie is lying about his diagnosis, and then offers $5,000 to him if he's willing to release the medical records.
If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
No problem.
Hey, you need
10,000.
money. You need
You're not
10,000.
seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical
$5
records.
grand.
I said this. I
He
said
doesn't
this
have to
a
see
year
the
ago.
medical records. All you need is to see
I'll say it a year from now. I'll say it a year from now.
Okay, so then I just want people to remember in the
Okay, you're
future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to privately confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said he has. Doesn't make any sense, but
Even I have a fucking limit. Even I have a fucking limit.
Boogie refusing such a request is very odd, as he claimed to be in such dire need of money for his mortgage and medical bills that he went and launched a crypto coin. This should be some easy money for him, unless there was something he was trying to hide. Keem arrives back to further convince Boogie to release his medical records to avoid a scandal.
All right, listen, Boogie. Look, you got to understand this, all right? Tomorrow, the biggest story in the world is going to be Boogie2988 lied about his cancer.
Good, let him go.
Okay?
Good,
and
let him
then,
go.
at some point, you're going to bring out the medical papers and you're going to prove that you do have cancer. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
No. 0% chance.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. And then it's going to be too fucking late because everyone's going to think you lied about.
I ain't never going to do it.
Then you lied.
Never.
Then you
Go
lied.
right ahead.
Why the fuck would you lie about that?
I didn't.
Keem then shares the same theory that XQC had, in that he jumped the gun in announcing a cancer diagnosis when his disease turned out to be less serious and believed Boogie was lying.
Let me put out a scenario. It sounds like the doctor said that you had this, disease or whatever, the high red cell, and then you Googled it, and this is cancer, and you ran with it, and you made the video, and then you found out. And then you found out later that you got the form of it that doesn't have cancer, and you can't fucking set the record straight.
Mr. Medica, a popular streamer that actually had cancer, joined the call to try and convince Boogie to share his medical diagnosis.
Just show, it literally is just a page that says patient diagnoses.
Yep.
And then it lists what you have. It doesn't tell you who the doctor is. It doesn't tell you what hospital you go to. It literally just says the disease name.
And I won't be doing that.
But I don't understand why not.
Because he doesn't have cancer.
I got about.
He doesn't have cancer.
Yeah, that's going to be the narrative they'll go with. So
Boogie still refused, and Keem continued to form the narrative that Boogie had been lying the entire time. Boogie then goes on to claim he will be leaving the internet for good.
Boogie, you're fucking lying. I'm sick of this. I can't deal with this anymore. It's so abundantly clear. All right?
Okay.
Come clean. Come clean. I'm not going to abandon you. You're still going to be on the show, even though you lied about having cancer.
I promise
you.
you. I promise you, no matter what happens, I won't be on the show.
I'm not going to kick you off.
You can't.
That looks like you're guilty. Like you're just gonna run away.
I promise you right now, if you lied about having cancer, I'm not going to kick you off.
Why would you?
I am going to have when I leave this fucking internet, I'm going to have one goddamn thing I kept to myself. One goddamn thing, and that's my goddamn medical records. And I don't want one of you motherfuckers feeling sorry for me. I don't give a.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, you can hate me as much as you fucking want, but I'm taking one goddamn thing with me, and this is a decision I made when Jackson Clark demanded this 2 fucking years ago. And it's a decision I'm fucking sticking to here.
I don't know who Jackson Clark is.
Boogie would end up being offered a total of $70,000 from various parties to release his medical records proving he had cancer, but he still continued to say no. The stream dragged on for 2 more hours, with everyone eventually coming to the conclusion that Boogie had fake cancer.
Guys, I'm going to leave. If you guys want to keep talking about that, that's fine. I'm going to go personally. I just want to say today has been a great day. It's been an amazing stream, and we probably got the best news we've ever gotten on this show. Boogie's cancer-free. See you guys.
However, Boogie was able to catch somewhat of a lucky break. As his cancer story was starting to go viral, there would be an assassination attempt on President Donald Trump during a campaign speech in Butler, Pennsylvania. This situation took some heat away from Boogie for now, but Keem was still left in a very difficult situation. The moral thing to do would be to fire Boogie. But after seeing the thousands in super chats that the previous streamer brought in, he knew if he milked this situation just right, there was a lot more money to be made. The next episode of LOLcow Live, titled Boogie Returns to Face the Music, was highly anticipated, and aired on the 16th of July, 2024. The stream opened with an AI song called Boogie Lied.
Boogie, boogie, why you lying to yourself? Oh, boogie, 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 you can go to hell. Just come clean and be honest. We won't ever judge, but if you keep on lying, we'll pull the plug. You fat motherfucker.
Keem then appeared to recap the whole situation, announcing Boogie had declared to be quitting the internet and had deleted his social media accounts. But he had agreed to appear on the show tonight.
On the last stream, one in the chat, if you've seen it, maybe you've seen it in a highlight reel over on the YouTubes or maybe on Twitter, we had Boogie2988 confronted about lying, telling CoffeeZilla he doesn't get paid from this show. So that pissed me off. I was angered with that. Hit him with a surprise guest. And of course, that was Destiny, the streamer Destiny, that confronted Boogie about lying about his goddamn cancer. It was insane. It was a 4-hour stream for those of you that missed it. 4 hours of us trying to get some evidence, some proof that Boogie does in fact have cancer, and he wouldn't prove it. He wouldn't prove it. We even had Mr. Medicare on. Shout out to him. Udahar was on the show. A bunch of people were on the show. And then a tragedy happened in the country here in America. For those of you that are Americans, you already know about this. You know, someone tried to take the life of former President Trump. So that kind of took over the entire internet. It's still taking over the internet. And people forgot just 4 days ago, Boogie lied about cancer. But Boogie said that he was leaving the internet. He got rid of his Twitter. He got rid of his YouTube channel. He's gone. He's done. He's not going to show the medical records. He's not going to prove this to anyone. Well, I've been on Boogie's ass for the last 4 days. And I made him swear that he is going to be here tonight to face the goddamn music.
When he joins the call, he announces he'd done his own investigations into Destiny, who was currently under fire for mocking the innocent casualties during the Trump assassination. He tried to do his own expose on him, but it came across as a very sad attempt at saving face.
Destiny's a fucking lolcow. I've looked into that guy over the last couple of days, and whether it's him defending rapists in jail, whether it's him laughing at the murder of a fireman, whether it's him backing Israel, whether it's him saying he's in favor of genocide, and I have all these receipts, by the way. Oh, by the way, hold on. You know, if we're gonna talk about
Boogie, I'm sorry. I could take you as seriously as I could take a Destiny right now on the lolcow thing.
Do you remember how Destiny came in to my live stream, or to our live stream, after doing about 10 minutes of research on polycythemia? After reading about it on Wikipedia, and then it's like, oh, I know all about it. I know way more about it than you. I know way more about it than your doctors. Well, you know who else gets tired of that shit? Joe fucking Rogan. Can you play this clip?
Yeah, put it in the Discord chat, please.
It's so ridiculous. He does a Wikipedia search and then just starts going after things like he's an expert. Yeah. It's just...
I can barely hear it.
It was a fun time.
I can hear it.
It's a really fun time.
So for those of you who don't know, Joe Rogan said Destiny reads Wikipedia and then acts like an expert. That's what he said.
That's what he did with COVID.
That's exactly what he did on our show.
He did the same thing. He just read the thing. But that's not why he got you.
No, but
how he got you was the money.
My medical records, and I'm never going to show my medical records. You know, Destiny's not a fucking doctor. You know who is a doctor? My fucking doctor. He's the one prescribing me all these fucking medications I'm paying for, most of which are only because I've been suffering from polycythemia for the last 2 years.
Soon enough, the arguments kicked off over the fake cancer.
But there are sacred cows in my fucking life that I will not fucking slaughter for internet clout. My medical records, my social security number.
It's not internet clout. Your fucking reputation as a victim card holder. It's not about it.
Okay, fine. All right. Okay.
Exactly.
You know
It's
what?
not like it was going to get any better.
Hold on. But you said you don't want to give your medical record. That's fine, dude. I get that. That's private information. But like, why a year and a half ago are you like, the moment you find out you have this diagnosis of fucking cancer, you're out there like fucking making YouTube videos and
You're right. In retrospect, I wish I'd never spoken about it.
At this point, it was becoming blatantly obvious that there were no medical records for Boogie to even show, as he did not have cancer. And the rest of this stream was just him attempting and failing to dig himself out of trouble.
It is fucking expensive, dude. I see a doctor every fucking month. I'm doing monthly blood tests. I have a bucket, a witch's cauldron, somebody said, of fucking medications here, half of which are specifically because of the polycythemia vera.
Don't you think you should have proven it to your
audience?
audience?
No, I've never asked them for money. I've never asked for donations for this. The only thing I've ever done is ask my friend Keemstar to help me with the financial bills. That's all I ever did, and he created the show to do it.
But you're not even proving it to your your friend
Show
that's
me my
paying for the
fucking
bills?
Show me my GoFundMe.
So
Show
wait,
me
you
where
want to
I-
even prove it to Keemstar who's paying for your bills?
Time out.
No, he
Time
created the
out.
show.
Boogie's claim that he never financially profited off his cancer is not completely true. He'd made his going broke video a few weeks prior, and directly referenced it in the cancer reveal video as a reason to why he had to ask for financial support.
I've known about this for a little over 6 weeks. That it was a probability, though I just got my official diagnosis. But I hope it gives you an idea of why I've been so worried about my money, why I've been so worried about my career, why I've been so worried about my future, why I've done some of the things I've done and said some of the things I've said. Maybe I should have led with this before I asked people to watch my videos or become channel members or whatever.
Now, we have no hard numbers proving this, but you have to imagine that people felt pretty bad for him watching the cancer reveal video just weeks after the going broke video. And some fans more than likely financially contributed in some way through the channels he had outlined. And of course, the more recent example of this is him using his cancer as an excuse to do a crypto scam. At 2 hours and 20 minutes into the stream, Boogie snaps, going on a very performative emotional rant about how he couldn't morally fake cancer.
You know, literally a day ago, my cousin just had her breast cancer come back. Okay,
Well, that sucks.
metastasized, by the way. No, let me finish.
I didn't give her fucking cancer.
No, it's not that. This is how much
Shit,
cancer
you're gonna
pisses
tweet her
me off.
fucking- Oh, I see
This
where you're
is
at.
how
You're
much
gonna tweet her medical
cancer
records? You're gonna
lies.
tweet her medical
This
records
is how
real quick?
much cancer lies piss me off. When you are not willing to
And
prove
I'm not
that you have
lying.
this fucking cancer,
she prove
and I
it to
have
you?
to
Did
see
she
people
fucking-
die,
did she prove it to you?
people who are
My
on their
dad-
deathbed, far
my
younger
dad
than you.
grounded his
Yeah,
own
you should
fucking-
be fired. You should be
My
removed
dad
off the
grounded his
platform.
own
Hell,
fucking-
you are the
My
worst
dad
fucking
died
person
of
I have
fucking
ever seen
lung
on this
cancer.
platform.
I watched
You
my-
are absolutely
I
one of the
watched my
worst people
best
I have ever
friend
seen,
of
dude.
fucking
God
30
damn.
years die of
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
breast cancer
Get
that's
the
spread
fuck
to your
out. I don't
brain.
believe anything that's happened in your
Boy,
fucking
I
past.
don't give
You
a
lying
fuck.
sack of
Hey,
shit,
my
bro.
fucking dad died
God
of
damn.
black lung that
Yeah,
led
whatever,
to fucking
dude.
lung cancer that killed
Yeah,
him.
I'm sure he did.
My
I'm
mom
sure he
held
did.
fantasy drowned in his
I'm sure,
fucking
bro.
blood. Died in
Boogie.
2000 fucking
I'm
one.
sure he did. You
Boogie,
can open up about
Stop.
everything else
My
except that.
friend
Stop.
Danielle Mooney
You
died
can
of
expect-
fucking breast cancer.
and you can
fucking
expose
Facebook.
everything about his life
And
except
for
there's
her 2
one
days
thing that
before
will prove
she
him
died. She died with a
He would
fucking
destroy
fishbowl
everything
right
that
in
was
her,
just
in her
destroy
fucking
everything
head.
else in life.
And I would never lie about cancer.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah? You would never lie about it? You won't even prove it.
It's fucking
Oh, I
And I'm
100%
not
believe
proving
you're not
shit
just
to
lying
you.
about this, but everything else.
0% chance I'm proving a goddamn thing to your dumb fucking
Yelling,
ass. I'd rather
yelling
fucking
isn't
die
improving
than let
anything.
you piece of
Yelling
shit.
doesn't improve
let him
anything. Yelling doesn't improve
I'd
anything.
rather fucking go down. I would
Okay.
rather die of cancer with everyone think I'm fucking lying than to
die
prove
of your
a
fairy
goddamn
fucking
thing
cancer,
to
sure.
your piece of shit manipulative ass. Go
My
fuck
manipulative ass.
Go
I'm not the
fuck
one
yourself.
getting manipulated, and he's the
Go
one
fuck
doing it
yourself.
and failing.
That
Rolling a
blood pressure will
fucking
be
critical
cancer.
failure.
manipulation. I'm telling you that you can believe what you want. Go fuck yourself.
He's rolling a 1 on the fucking charisma check
What's
right
the
now.
manipulation? What's
Guys,
the manipulation?
Stop for a second. Stop for a second. Stop. Both of you for a second.
Eventually, Boogie realizes that he has no way out, and he finally admits that he has no proof of a medical diagnosis, revealing there had only been discussions about the possibility of getting tests done.
I have plenty of things that I can send him. I can send him results of blood tests showing my fucking red blood cell high. We could probably get him the fucking
So
code.
Vera's not
where
on
they
there.
put it in.
Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
I can send you,
You
a bunch
do
of
know.
stuff.
It's
You
not.
said 4 days ago you were looking at
Yeah,
it. but you
4
weren't gonna
days ago you said you were looking at it.
Like
So
I
it's
told you,
it's
I
not
spent
on
the
there.
last, like I told you, I spent the last 2 years getting treated for it. I've been told by my doctor for the last
It's
2
fine,
years. this is
Boogie.
fake.
Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this.
Okay,
I told
thank
I have
you.
to do the verifying
Thank
test.
you.
Eventually, he very performatively breaks down in tears at the stress of the whole ordeal.
I've given you the answer the whole 9 hours, which is I have the fucking cancer. I'm being treated for the cancer. It's expensive
No.
to
You,
fucking
no,
treat.
no. You
I've
can't
told
do
you that a million
You
times. That's
can't
the truth.
do
The only
that.
thing I didn't tell you is it's not in the portal. And again, if I wanted to lie to you, I would have just photoshopped something. Instead, I'm fucking telling you over and over and over again. It's only in
First
my
off-
medical charts, and I will not share my medical charts. I fucking said
First
this
off-
100 times. It's only in my medical charts, and I will not send my medical charts.
Calm down.
First off,
Calm
you
No,
guys
I'm
you
in the
gotta
middle of
expect
a
me.
goddamn
you gotta
fucking anxiety attack. I'm in the middle of. I don't know how to
Stop.
fucking calm down.
Stop. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Boogie.
Just listen to Wings. Don't talk. Go on mute.
You most likely have the cancer, right? But you haven't gone through all the steps, so you can't say you have the cancer or not, right?
Exactly.
And I find it very hard to
sucks.
believe, and I'm not willing to disbelieve
It's
that
fine,
three
Boogie.
doctors
Stop
you said
freaking out.
diagnosed you.
No, that's why it fucking
None of them
sucks.
wanted to put it in the chart.
That's why it fucking sucks that I'm getting called by all of my favorite fucking creators a liar when I'm not fucking lying.
You
And it's
lied
not-
1.5 years ago about a diagnosis. That
No, I
now you
didn't,
just
because he
don't even see.
fucking told me. My doctor fucking told me I have cancer. God damn it! It's in my fucking medical charts. My brother's fucking seen it. Where's the fucking lie? My girlfriend sat there while he fucking said it. My brother's seen my medical charts. My friends have taken me to fucking visits where they took my fucking blood.
Keem actually starts to feel bad for Boogie and, in a very out of character way, tries to calm him down.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Now we got to why we can't see the records. It's fine. Just calm down. Wings, what he just said is you probably do have cancer. You just needed more tests. It's fine. You jump the gun. I know how this works. I'm a YouTuber too. You know, you jump the gun, you rush, you make a mistake. Everyone knows the old man that I accused of being a fucking pedo. I fucking had to eat crow on that.
Eventually though, Keem has enough and ends the show with things being a lot more clear.
It's not a good day for the show. This sucks. Big time.
The story that we can piece together from these two streams is that at the end of 2022, Boogie received a diagnosis from his doctor for polycythemia vera. His doctor explained that there was a cancerous version and a non-cancerous version, but they were unsure which one Boogie had until more tests were done, which he had refused to do due to the financial cost and pain involved with the procedure that involved taking a bone marrow sample. Boogie, being someone who loved to over-exaggerate and bait sympathy, went and jumped the gun, announcing to everyone that he definitely had the cancer despite only being known to have polycythemia vera. Although, it is still entirely possible that Boogie does have the cancer. He would just need to get the test done, which he's yet to do. But because of this whole situation, he was now fucked, and everyone well and truly believed that he had fake cancer, and the situation went completely viral.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar. Now, you know, I normally don't really care too much about the Boogie videos unless something egregious happens.
Boogie was confronted on the most egregious lie he's ever told.
Many people are accusing Boogie of lying about his cancer diagnosis, and it has turned into a huge drama, and it looks like he probably lied.
It's actually unbelievable how he continues to find new, deplorable ways to sink deeper into degeneracy and dig himself even deeper holes.
So, from what we can tell, no, he does not have cancer.
A YouTuber we accused of a crypto scam just got accused of faking cancer.
Boogie apparently, he's been having a bad day.
The following episode of LOLCAL Live, on the 19th of July, Keem was forced to make the decision on whether Boogie was officially fired or not. The episode begins with a long monologue from Keem, about how the true intentions of the show were to monetize the scandals of Wings and Boogie, and he felt conflicted on what choice to make.
If I was on any fucking podcast and somebody faked cancer, I have to cut ties with them. I am not gonna fucking be doing business with you. I'm sorry. Bye. You evil piece of shit. But this is not a black and white situation. There's multiple different fucking factors. One of the factors is the whole point of this fucking show is to expose Wings and to expose Boogie. And that's exactly what took place. What happened on this show after beating Boogie, just beat him, just not letting him slip through. We got the fucking truth, and now he has to face the music. That's the point of the goddamn show.
Eventually, Boogie arrived, ready to learn his fate. But something was different. Boogie had removed all of the items that were previously on display behind him, claiming they were a part of his Boogie2988 persona that he would now be retiring.
Boogie!
Hi, Keem, how are you?
It's Judgment Day. Why does your set look completely different? What's that about?
The room just didn't look right. And to be honest with you, all this Boogie2988 shit,
I just couldn't look at it, so I took everything down. Once we took the first thing down, the rest of it went, and we put it in storage because I just don't want to see it, man.
He'd also mailed his golden 1 million sub play button to Keem, who had the idea to auction it off for a cancer charity. Boogie then finally reveals the truth about his diagnosis, explaining the process he'd gone through of getting it.
I was at the time at the understanding that it was most likely the case. And as time went on, I became aware that it might not be. And now we are at a point where he's concerned about what's causing the markers. So we have a colonoscopy planned. And we probably, if we don't find anything there, we're going to move on to the bone marrow thing unless there's something else that he wants to do. And we're just going to keep trying to bullseye whatever is going wrong. And so at the very least, I have the symptom of polycythemia, and something is causing it. And it is possible that it is the cancer.
And it is possible that you don't have cancer.
Right. It could be something else. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Maybe my CPAP machine's not working. Hasn't been working for the last 2 years.
Boogie then claims he'll be donating $1,000 to St. Jude's Cancer Research Charity to make amends for the situation.
I'm willing to bend over backwards to show everybody how fucked up this was. In fact, right now, and I have it queued up, ready to go, regardless of whether or not you kick me off of this show, I'm donating $1,000 basically to St. Jude's. I'm pulling that trigger right now.
But this was not enough to satisfy the viewers.
People are really, really mad about the 1K. How do you justify the 1K?
Because that's what I have left.
Keem then discusses whether Boogie should be fired or not, putting it to a chat poll.
We're going to do a vote based on whether or not Boogie should be fired from Lolcal Live. Because I am, honest to God, not for entertainment, not for the stream, I am very, very, very conflicted. All right? I've lost loved ones that have died to cancer. I've lost friends. My friends have lost friends. My family members have lost family members. You in the audience know somebody that died of cancer. This is not something to play with. I cannot even think of a YouTuber that is known by millions of people and is as famous as you are. You may pull little views on YouTube. You might not be relevant, but you are fucking famous. You're known by millions and millions of people. I can't think of anyone with this type of, I don't know what the term is, notoriety or whatever, that has faked cancer. And I wish it was just that, let me finish. I wish it was just that tagline, because then my decision would be easy. I'd be like, you're fucking gone. But we're dealing with someone who may have cancer, who wants to be a victim so bad, who went into this panic state. I know how you did this. And you instantly ran to the internet and said, oh my God, I fucking got this.
Boogie tries to make one last-ditch effort to apologize that completely fell on deaf ears.
If I get fired from the show, I fully understand. And I understand the position that I put Keem in. And more importantly, I understand the people that I've hurt, because I've heard from so many of you. I'm not replying on Twitter right now, but I've been reading it, and I know, and I know. And I know how hard Mutahar is, and how upset so many people are. And my friends are upset. You know, they're like, I know that this show has been very good for me. I've grown a lot as a person. I think you've seen that. I think the audience has seen that.
Yeah, you're way less manipulative. Even though you're still manipulative, you're way less than you were. Like, I mean, before this show, Boogie's on fucking YouTube. Hey guys, hey friends, I love you all, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not even you. That is not you.
I mean, that's what you're seeing right now is pure unfiltered me. There's no acting, there's no entertainment. I'm just trying to be Steve. And
well, I mean, that sounded like acting, if I'm being honest. Like, well, I get it that you're sad and you're defeated.
It's not. This is that's why I took all the Boogie shit down, because I don't want to see it. Because I don't want to be that person.
Guys, I don't. Keem's ultimate decision was for Boogie to be fired, and his ownership share of the show would be sold to Keem.
I think I've made my decision. No, I like really have now. Like, let me get the decision out, and then you read the super chats.
Okay.
Boogie, I think you understand how severe this is, right? But it's a very complex thing.
Of course.
You're fired. You have to be fired. You are fired. You are fired. You have to be kicked off this fucking show. This is crazy. This is so fucking bad. And I have sympathy for you. I actually do. And I know a lot of people don't. They want you dead. But I do because I understand how complex this is. I truly do. But like, this is so fucking bad. I don't even have other words than just bad, 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 bad. And I know that you're not evil. I know you're just fucking, I don't even have a better word for this. You're retarded. You're retarded. Like,
that's the word. That's the word I use. So
you have to be fucking fired.
But he was quickly told he would have a pathway back by essentially being Keem's bitch.
So I feel like, even though you're fired and you're going to be gone for a while, you should have some type of pathway back. You should have to go through fucking hell, to be honest. Yeah. The play button, we'll sell that. We'll give it to charity. Reading these super chats is one. Here's another thing. This should be one of the punishments if you ever want to come back on this fucking show again. Not a fucking single drop of fucking Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew should ever touch your fucking lips again. It should never touch your lips again.
That's already a choice I already made.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, see, this is what I don't...
Look at what I'm drinking tonight. I brought in 2 waters so that I would... Look, I'm doing it. That's something I've already done.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like if anyone on the internet ever catches you with a fucking another Mountain Dew, like, you're not getting back. You're not getting back.
He then brought Destiny and Muda back on, and the rest of the stream was Boogie being forced into a 3-on-1 debate about his medical history.
This is such
I do monthly blood tests specifically for this.
You're such a you're a horrible human being, okay? You're a horrible person.
Fuck yourself.
No, you're a bad person. You're a horrible, abusive,
fireman in a
manipulative person.
goddamn Trump office, okay? I'm sorry that I didn't make the choice of fucking no, I'm sorry.
It would take so bad.
Smear me. I fucking smear you.
Keep going.
You mocked a man.
Yeah, you can smear me. I did. Listen, 20 volunteer firemen wouldn't be able to put out the fire that is your life right now, Boogie.
You listen.
Towards the end of the stream, Destiny makes a kidnapped child joke about Boogie's young-looking girlfriend.
Get a piece of paper. It says it on this piece of paper. That was the lie number 1.
Yep.
He called in his girlfriend, okay, or the child he's abducted. Okay, he brought her in and
Boogie took this as the perfect excuse to change the subject, going into a meltdown and then bringing up an unrelated situation from Keemstar's 4th of July party where Muda had apparently been rude to her.
Said, look, okay, polycythemia vera, right? And he had her confirm it. And then he had his brother, send it in, and his brother confirmed it. So there's no way that you can trust anything he says.
Fuck you. Listen to me, you piece of shit. Boogie. You refer to my 21-year-old girlfriend as a child again? Fuck you. She's a fucking adult. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of that shit. You know, Mudahar wouldn't even acknowledge she fucking existed at that party. She wanted to fucking meet him. What
because she was, you know how blackout drunk she was? And by the way, you were the one guy who wanted her to take more fucking shots. And I was the one guy there. I'm like, maybe it's good that she doesn't get more drunk.
That was a joke.
She was fucking blackout. That was a joke. The only person, by the way.
That was actually a treatment for polycythemia vera, which he diagnosed her with at the party too. So that's why she had to drink more, okay?
Boogie then opens up about his previous issues with suicide and makes a speech advocating against it, which is not well received.
Number 1, when somebody's suicidal and they're talking about being suicidal, most of the time they don't really want to die. The people that just want to die, put a bullet in their head. I know. It's happened. People I love. So, when you're talking about suicide, you're just trying to find hope, man. It happens, and this is, you can Google this, that happens when pain outweighs hope. And I was in a tremendous amount of pain, and I was losing hope that it was going to get better. So I tried to figure it out, but I kept going to the doctor because I was hopeful. I was hopeful that things would get better. If I knew that I was going to live to this, I'd still choose it too, by the way. I'm so glad I'm still alive. I'm so glad I made the right choice. I'm so glad I fucking
Can we stop the cringe impassioned speeches? Like, you still lie about everything. You lie about literally every single part of your life.
Oh,
You're gonna continue to lie about almost everything.
Everything I'm just saying there are probably people out there watching this right now who are struggling with suicidal impulses. And if you're one of them, fucking stick it out. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're not, shut up. Oh my God. It's like, give me a fuck answer. Give me a fuck answer, guys. Give me a fuck answer. My God, you were never suicidal. You love yourself way too much to ever kill yourself, okay? You're way too narcissistic. You would never be suicidal. You'd let the world burn to ashes around you before you even considered hurting yourself any more than That was too mean, but no.
If you see a 400-pound man, if you see a 400-pound woman, guess what? They do it because they're harming, because there's something wrong in their fucking brains. I'm not talking about if you're a little bit fat like Muda carrying around an extra 20 pounds or whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that eat themselves to fucking death. We do it because something's wrong, dipshit. It's a form of.
I think you do it because the food tastes really good and exercise sucks.
And that's one of the worst parts about it. I don't even like the taste of food anymore.
Honestly, bro.
If you don't like the taste of food, why drink diet? Why drink diet
Why did you miss it?
instead of just drinking water?
Because it's a form of harm. Because I'm destroying my
You drink
body.
diet Mountain. You go to the store and you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself.
That
And
hurt-
you try-
yes!
You know, it's way cheaper, right?
Thank
like
you.
one razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I don't like it. And you're
Jesus Christ.
encouraging people to go f yourself. I used
Bro,
to.
what are you talking about right now? I can't
don't
taste
know.
anything.
Boogie then leaves and returns with a knife from the kitchen that he holds to his wrist and claims he's going to SH.
No.
Holy
wait,
shit, the
whoa,
next
what is he
era of
doing?
Boogie's
Don't-
farm.
God.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm falling for it. You better not do nothing fucking stupid.
I can make tons of views, and I can fucking.
Like,
get
imagine,
all
like,
that
after
sympathy.
Googling
Like,
it.
that's
Do not do
Hold on,
anything with that
Googling
knife.
it.
No,
You don't
no,
think-
no.
Hold
on.
No.
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right?
No,
He told me
no,
to.
no, no,
He told
no.
me to.
No.
Oh, this is so much better than eating a
away
sandwich.
right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right
You
now.
fucking piece of shit.
Okay, okay.
Keem cuts off the stream, and that was the show.
I know I'm gonna get for ending that, but you know I have to, right? I hope everyone understands. Like, I can't have that on YouTube like that. I have to end the stream. I have to. I can't even believe that. No, I just no.
After this show, there would be a new allegation made by a fan, revealing inconsistencies with the sexual abuse that Boogie claimed to have dealt with as a child. Keem, of course, wanted to cover it on the show, and this sent Boogie into a complete meltdown, where he reportedly began screaming uncontrollably at Keem until he agreed not to cover the situation.
I got a call from Boogie, and he's huffing and puffing on the fucking phone. Like, he's hyperventilating. Mike's on the other line, so it's the three of us, me, kid behind the camera, Mike, and Boogie. And Boogie goes, you are not gonna talk about my sexual abuse on the show. And I go, well, I mean, people are canceling you for this. Don't you want to address? You are not gonna do it. And he's fucking losing his mind, screaming and fucking yelling. Within about like 5 minutes of this conversation, I tell Boogie, fine, I won't bring it up, but Wings might bring it up. And then he lost it. He wouldn't let anyone else fucking talk. He wouldn't let anyone else speak. I couldn't get a fucking word in.
Boogie would then FaceTime Keem, where he claimed he was going to himself and began chugging unnamed from a bottle, as well as punching himself in the head and ripping out his hair.
And he hangs up the phone on me and Mike and starts FaceTiming me, okay? He starts FaceTiming me, and it got so scary that I hit record, and I didn't actually record this part. But what Boogie did on FaceTime to me was so insane. He was screaming and yelling. He's fucking has a bottle of pills, and I don't know what kind of pills they are, but he's putting them in his fucking mouth, right? And he's acting like he's gonna eat them, and he's punching himself in the fucking head, and then he's grabbing hunks of hair and pulling out hunks. I'm telling you, his hand.
Keem became very concerned about Boogie and his girlfriend who was left in the house to deal with the situation, so he decided to call a welfare check to the home.
It got to the point where I started getting scared. I didn't know really what to do. And he kept texting me fucking suicidal shit. I said, that's it. So I fucking called the cops.
Do you actually believe that, though?
When Boogie learned about this, he claimed when the police arrived, he would provoke them so he would be shot in the head, which sent Keem into an even further panic, believing Boogie was about to die.
I get on the phone with him, and he's on speaker, and he's just huffing and puffing. His girlfriend is in the background, absolutely terrified. His roommate is in the background, absolutely terrified. I go, am I on speaker? And he goes, yeah. And I go, can your girlfriend hear me? And he goes, yeah. I go, do you hear how scared your fucking girlfriend is? He goes, I don't care. She won't have to live with someone who faked cancer. And fucking just, dude,
So I go, Boogie, you need to calm down right now. Because I told him before the cops came, Wings, I said, Boogie, you need to calm down right now because the cops are on their way to your house. I had to call in a wellness check because of these threats. Calm down for the cop coming, right? He goes, oh, thank God you called the cop. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head. I'm going to have the cop shoot me in the head, or as soon as that motherfucker walks into my door, I'm going to fucking hit the cop and I'm going to spend 3 days in county jail. These are things he actually fucking said to me. I'm on speaker and trying to calm him down. And I'm like, just stop yelling and screaming. The cop's going to be here anymore. Calm down, Boogie. And I hear the cop fucking come in and I'm on speaker with him. And he opens the door. He goes, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Starts screaming at the fucking cop. I literally couldn't take it. I was having such a fucking panic attack listening to this conversation that I literally had to hang up.
Oh, why didn't you record that? That's fucking gold.
Because I'm not thinking this is content. I'm not thinking I need to record this. I'm not thinking any of this stuff. I'm thinking, oh my God, Boogie's about to die and it's all going to be my fault. There's a fucking 15-minute period of hell where some ordinary gamers, kid behind the camera, and myself cannot get a hold of Boogie, cannot get a hold of Boogie's girlfriend, and we feel like this fucker is dead. And I'm just terrified.
Luckily, Boogie would be fine, and contacted Kim to let him know he was okay, and Kim could finally stop panicking and let Boogie have it.
He called me and he's like, are you happy? Are you happy? I go, motherfucker, are you happy? You just scared your girlfriend half to death. She's 21 years old, right? She doesn't have the life experience that you have. And you're telling her, screaming at her, you're gonna kill yourself.
Kim then claims that after informing Boogie he was not welcome on the next show, he switched in a second, acting calm and well collected, which gave Kim the impression that Boogie had been manipulating him the entire time to not bring up the new allegations.
So I tell him, Boogie, you're not coming on the show. All right? I'm not gonna have you come on the show. And all of a sudden, Mike gets on the line, right? And he goes, let me get Mike in here, let me get Mike in here. So Mike gets back on the line. So now it's me, Mike, and Boogie once again on the line. And he's doing the thing. I want to die. I want to die. You don't understand. I'm going through crisis. I'm going through crisis right now. I can't deal with this. And you're going to talk about my you're going to talk about my abuse. I go, Boogie, stop. I've already told you long before the fucking cops got called that I wasn't going to. You're doing all this for nothing. No, you're going to do it. You're going to have Destiny come on and confront me about my fucking... And I go, I've had enough of this. I go, listen here, you piece of shit. I go, you are off the fucking show. You are not coming on the show. If you're suicidal like you say you are, it would be irresponsible for me to have you on the show. For the first time, Wings, this motherfucker stopped screaming and stopped selling and stopped yelling and was calm.
No, you said it right. You said it right.
Yeah.
He's selling you a product.
And he was calm as a motherfucker. And he goes, no, I'm good to do the show. I can do the show. I just don't want to talk about the... That's when I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that he was playing me. And he was manipulating me. Manipulating me into the point of thinking that this guy might actually die. Manipulating me to the point where I had to call the fucking police for a wellness check. This fucking master manipulator, this fucking actor, was literally just trying to control the conversation.
After this whole situation was aired out on the show, Boogie would end up calling in a very clearly unstable state.
Boogie, perk the fuck up. Why are you over here all somber and sad and shit?
I'm kind of numb.
Why are you numb? Why are you numb?
Because it's better than being a crazy person.
Eventually, he started screaming about all of the sexual abuse he claims to have endured as a child, which I can't even play most of due to TOS reasons.
You told me why some of the stories are inconsistent and they don't match up.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell the audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy someone's fucking life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life! Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life!
Okay.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't!
You just sat here.
I'll destroy mine all day. I'll destroy mine all day. And my dad is dead. And my mom is dead. I'll talk about those pieces of shit
till they fucking rot.
Yeah, but
I will
Chad
not
and
talk
Desi
about
aren't dead.
Still fucking alive. I will not. We've talked about it. We made an agreement, and I'm not going to do that for internet clout. I'm not going to do that so the Keemstar can jerk off to it. No, thank you. We're not here for the fucking audience to get off on.
We understand that you talk
destroying
loud.
somebody's
That doesn't
fucking
mean
life.
shit.
Your goddamn internet clout. This is not a topic I will cover for internet clout.
Boogie, why don't you just take the mic and say what you want to say about this whole situation?
God, I'm so happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate fucking breathing air. I hate being alive. I'm in so much fucking pain. I can't fucking stand it anymore. I can't fucking stand this. I can't fucking stand this. I've ruined my fucking life. I just wanted to be on here.
But you haven't.
Just stop.
You haven't ruined
Wings,
your life.
Wings, shut up. Just give the guy a minute. Wings, come on. All right, Boogie, listen, I need you to like actually calm down. No more yelling. All right? We get how you're feeling. You've described it very.
Then stop asking me.
I'm not asking you how you're feeling. I asked you, what I said is you have the mic. Why don't you say what you want to say about the situation?
I want to die. That's what I say over and over and over again. I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain.
All right, well then, okay, let's get off the
What else
internet. Let's just get off.
What do you want me to talk about instead? What do you want me to talk about instead?
I'm not. This goes back to like last night. You're not mentally fit to be on the show. I know you can't talk about your sister. You said you would talk about your dad and mother all day. So will you address those issues? Because
yes, my mother twisted my fucking tipples as part of the abuse, and she twisted it, and she told me that sex was disgusting and awful, and she told me that only disgusting, awful people had it.
Okay, but then okay, well let's not talk about any of it.
No, my dad fucking and showed me pornography and asked me if I wanted to join in, and fucking dead! I did! I fucking did! I fucking did! I fucking did!
No.
There! Can we be done? Can we be done with it? Can we be done with it?
We're done. We're done. We're done with it. We're done with that conversation.
Kim tries to calm Boogie down and give him some words of encouragement, but this only makes the situation worse.
How's your weight doing? How's your weight doing right now?
Down because I'm on a medication that I can no longer afford, by the way, but I've lost 24 fucking pounds on the piece of shit, but I get to cut it all back on because I don't have the fucking money.
Let's go. Guys, he lost 24 pounds. 24 pounds.
I get to cut it right back on.
Congratulations, buddy. 24 is a big deal.
I get to cut it right back on.
No, you're not going to put it on. You lost it. Good job.
It was the medication that did it. I can no longer afford it.
That's good.
It's bad. How's it good that I can't afford the medication? How's it good? How's it good that I can't afford the medication?
You lost
How's
24
that good?
pounds. You lost 24
pounds. I'm going to put it right back on.
Why are you saying that? Why are you instantly...
Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication.
Why can't you afford the medication?
Because I lost my fucking job!
Kim goes on to explain that he's put together a series of punishments for Boogie to endure, so he can make amends to the internet and be allowed back on Lolcow Live.
Listen to me. The reason why I banned you from the internet is because there has to be punishments. And if you do these punishments, I think the internet will...
The punishment's going to make sure I don't have enough money.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I think when you go through these punishments, the internet will not forgive you, but allow you to exist again.
One of Kim's big ideas was to have Boogie go to a tattoo parlor on the next stream and get a face tattoo that said liar. And Boogie actually agreed.
In order for you to come back on this show, I think that you should live stream on this show you going to a tattoo artist and getting a face tattoo of liar on your face. And I'm so serious.
Okay.
You're willing to do that?
I don't care. I'll do whatever you tell me to do, man. If that's what you tell me to do, I'll go do it.
Eventually, Kim has enough of Boogie's depressive attitude and gives him a speech of encouragement to finally be his real self and start winning in life.
No more fucking L's. You're gonna stack the W's so fucking high that people forget all these fucking L's that have laid to your fucking face over the last fucking decade. Do you understand me? Get motivated. Do something. You lost 24 fucking pounds and all you can think about in your fat head is how you're gonna gain the weight back instead of being fucking grateful and excited looking at the fucking future. We're gonna fucking lose more. Oh my God, I don't have the drug more. You've never needed the drug. You've never needed crutches. You've had the power within you to fucking succeed from the very beginning. Your fat fucking disabled ass became a fucking millionaire. Did you forget about that?
This fell on deaf ears, and the stream went on for another 3 hours, and quickly turned into another grilling session on Boogie for his poor lifestyle. Muda asked Boogie about the allegations of his fake sexual abuse, and the panel finally decided to get into it. Boogie opens up about abuse he suffered from his mother, who he claims used to punish him for having erections. As Boogie is sharing this story, Keemstar is unable to hold back laughter, seemingly finding the whole situation quite amusing.
It was sexual of nature because she was punishing me for having erections and things along that lines.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. It was sexual in nature because, you know.
I
made
accidentally
20 videos
laughed. I accidentally laughed at something you said, and I shouldn't have laughed, and I'm wrong for that. And I'm not mature enough to have this conversation.
Medica would end up coming on the stream to help examine the situation, and things take a very dark turn as Boogie continues to tell tales of abuse from his childhood on a platform that was absolutely not the place to be discussing such subjects. And the whole thing is very uncomfortable to watch. Keemstar was so immature that he had to put a box over his head so no one could see him laughing at the fucked up stuff Boogie claimed had happened to him. At the end of the stream, Boogie was told if he donated his remaining $3,000 bank balance to St. Jude's Cancer Hospital, Keem would send him back his gold play button, and Boogie agreed, making the payment.
Wait, are you really going to donate $3 grand?
Yeah, he is. Like I'm saying, don't.
I'm literally not going to have.
I don't want to see the St. Jude thing. I want to see a thing in your bank statement that says it went down from the app.
I'll do that right now.
As a final punishment for this stream, Keem forced Boogie to read all of the hate super chats that had come in throughout the show. But he was having a panic attack after being accused by Muda and Medica of charging back the cancer donation, and the whole thing diverged into one of the biggest Boogie meltdowns that we've ever seen.
Any donation, 20 or more, that happened tonight, read it for the chat. This is part of the goddamn punishment.
Trying, give me a minute. I'm in the middle of a severe panic attack, okay? I'm trying really hard.
Why? You did a good thing tonight. You donated to charity. Why would you have a panic attack?
And they're going to tell people I didn't. They're going to tell people I lied.
No, you did donate. I have the screenshot.
I know, but they said that they believe I was going to charge it back. And
they probably do believe, but they don't have any proof. They can't say that unless you actually charge it back. So don't charge it back. What the fuck?
Obviously wouldn't. Is he ever going to give up his award for Best Gamer for the Game Awards? That probably represents the peak of his career, and selling it off would probably be the death of his legacy in his eyes. Sure, I guess I'll do that. Thanks, honked.
Can you get louder? The chat can't hear you. You're mumbling.
Yes, I'm in the middle of a very severe panic attack.
Okay, let's take a moment. Big breaths. You ready? With me.
Leah something says.
Wait.
Let
me get down it. Let me get down it.
I think your mic settings are wrong because we can't hear you. Even that screaming and yelling.
Scam Boogie, make him pay the $3K and mail the play button to Medicare. Leave something. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Leah. Something. We appreciate you.
Kid behind the camera, that wings joke landed. Give him the whole 20.
There we go, buddy.
Medical assassinate rape victims and cancer patients all around the world. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know. We got real donations coming in here. Number 1 on YouTube. Let them know, Boogie.
No, Scout. Boogie, keep your chin up, man. You'll get through this. We all go through the storm sometimes. Fault sees us through it. Thank you.
Look, that was inspirational. They had your back.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to get through it. I don't care.
Let
me get through it.
You got this, bro. Let's
Shut up.
You're doing good.
Shut the f*** up. Janelle M says, to me, it comes down to credibility, as in the Boogie has none. I'm having a hard time giving him any benefit of the doubt. I'm all for listening to all survivors. It's really hard to accept that I'm an advocate, but I can't.
Good volume that time. It landed good.
Lily Mousse says, I'm not a person to say if someone is lying about SA or not, but it ends up being a lie. Hope Boogie can live with that guilt. Rough subject matter. Take care of yourselves.
Yes, let's go, buddy. Come on.
Big man on dick. Buy a hat for your hat.
Let him know. Go off, Queen. Go off, Queen.
I'm not interested. Just let me get through it, Dan.
You got this.
Matt, stop. Let me get through it, motherfucker.
Boogie began to cry, calling Keem by his real name, saying, I begged you not to make me talk about this, Dan. I begged you. I begged you, Dan. However, due to the audio peaking, it's very easy to mishear this as I pegged you, Dan.
Hi, Dan, I told you I couldn't talk about this, man.
You can do this.
That's why I told you. No, I can't. I told you I couldn't talk about this.
Boogie, you knocked this out of the park.
I begged you not to make me talk about this on the show. I begged you.
You crushed it.
I begged you. I begged you. I begged you, Dan. I begged you.
You crushed it. You did very good tonight.
Boogie's roommate would end up cutting the power to the computer.
Oh my God. Well, we'll get Boogie on next time to read the rest of the donations. What do I even say? What can I say that hasn't been said before? I can really only think of one thing that truly hasn't been said before. And that would be, Boogie, thanks for the play button. Are you sure it's your birthday? Because I think it's mine.
Well, Boogie lied. He lied too many times. He said he had cancer, but it was actually a lie.
The viewership of LOLCOW Live had reached record numbers throughout the cancer scandal, and the show made more money in donations than the channel had ever seen before. Keem knew that there was more milking to be done, and he wanted to keep this trend going for as long as he could. The next episode of LOLCOW Live, just 2 days later, was Boogie's tattoo, where he would be getting a tattoo on his face that said liar.
Hello?
Hello. I'm somewhere in Arkansas, and they happen to do tattoos where I currently am.
Why are you so
all you need to know? Because I shaved today because I needed to. I'm also anxious as hell. I ain't too excited to be doing this, but here's my thought process, okay? This is the end of it. I ain't doing nothing more. Damn. Okay, no more punishments, no more nothing. We're done today. We're done. I'm done. Either I'm back on the show or I'm not, but I'm done.
Okay. You're going to have to read donations, though. That's like...
I can't do it today. I'm literally nowhere near home. I ain't even near home.
You could do it when you get
I'll do it next time. Yeah, okay. It's going to take a while.
After some discussion about the size and location about the tattoo, the artist gets to work. With reportedly over 20,000 live viewers tuned in, and Keem was absolutely ecstatic.
So you can see where that is.
Guys, we just broke a LOLCOW Live record. We have 22,000 concurrent viewers watching Boogie get a tattoo of liar on his face for faking cancer. And all the donations Boogie will, in fact, be reading tonight. Oh, God.
Yay.
Wait, is it done?
Is it?
Is it?
Yep, it's done.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
All right, listen, man. I'm done with punishments. I'll come read those donations. It's going to take me a little while to get home because I'm not close, but
I'll see you.
I'm done. I'm done.
I will see you as soon as you get home. See ya, Boogie. Ladies and gentlemen, the Liar 2988 is here.
Keem was satisfied. Boogie's social media ban was lifted, and he was officially rehired to LOLCOW Live. despite never truly being gone. The cancer arc was the jump the shark moment for LOLcow Live. Kim saw how profitable humiliating Boogie was, and would decide to reformat the show, with a big theme in the episodes being putting both Boogie and Wings through various humiliating punishments. According to Kim, Boogie was still not off the hook for faking cancer, so he was made to go and pick up trash off a highway.
So I told Boogie, I said, listen, Boogie, on Monday, we're gonna do community service. You're gonna go on the fucking highway and you're gonna pick up trash the entire show. Why is this so entertaining? A fat man who faked cancer picking up trash.
Kim would then try to get Wings and Boogie to attend a Trump rally wearing white dudes for Harris shirts, but the content fell flat due to not being able to stream from the event.
I drove, it took 2 hours to drive 15 minutes because I was dodging fucking red hats all day. Then I was at a Trump rally for 2 hours filming. Then they were literally surrounding the car, so I couldn't get out of the fucking parking lot. And the internet's not working. I'm trying to drive back to the—
But you're texting me telling me it is working. Oh my God. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Stop fucking telling me. Stop telling me that it's uploading and it's about to be ready then.
Kim was not finished there, and he was still hoping to milk more from the situation. So he put together a scheme for Boogie to go to his local town and have water balloons thrown at him by members of the public.
Yeah.
Grab the sign and put it in front of the bin.
Oh!
There you go.
No.
You tell people not to face, they aim for the fucking face.
Hey, best of luck.
Keemstar had worked out how to use Boogie's scandal to turn him into a cash cow, and it was making the brand extremely profitable. Keem decided to push things even further and put together a camping trip. After doing a day of physical labor, Boogie was forced to sleep on a mattress outside in the woods 2 nights in a row, with a camera set up on him for the majority of the night. He also had to endure a variety of disturbances from Keemstar.
Just wait until I become a producer. We gonna have y'all do some crazy stuff. Plus that leg looks like it's about—
For the third day, Keem dug out a grave and partially buried Boogie in it. He would be forced to lie there for several hours as he endured torment. Throughout the 3-day trip, LOLcow Live profited around $25,000 in super chats, and this is not even including channel memberships, making it their most profitable month yet. Keem turned everyone's hatred of Boogie into tens of thousands of dollars, and made him more money in this 6-month period after the cancer arc than he had for the last 3 years. Boogie's financial woes were finally over, and he could finally go back to living the lavish lifestyle he'd been so desperate for. Somehow, as sickening as it is, faking cancer would turn out to be the greatest thing that could have happened to Boogie, completely revitalizing his career through LOLcow Live. All Boogie has to do now is show up, let himself be humiliated, have a fake meltdown, and he earns his check. If he keeps on the path he's on now, the remaining years he probably has left with his girlfriend won't be so bad. But knowing Boogie, a new scandal is always on the horizon. My name has been Stonic10, and this was Breaking Boogie.